there.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Who is that?
Who is it?
I'm not saying anything.
Oh my God, who's that?
They turn to look at me at the same time, and I'm just like, yeah, no.
That was your cue.
Oh man, boy, we sure are spooked. We got spooked good.
We have very special guests back for the second time.
Yeah.
That was a terrible idea.
Oh, but the last one was so much fun.
Yeah, Laura and
Unless
TJ.
you were listening to it.
Man,
I enjoyed that episode.
not only did we have that
Like
whole
I said,
conversation,
unless you were listening to it.
we then listened to it again together.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's right.
We
did.
did.
Yeah, which is a very interesting thing to do is have a fun time with people, then relive that
Listen to
entire
yourselves
fun
having
time.
a fun time.
But at that time, we'd also spent like 20 hours in a car together within like 4 days. So
True.
it was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
It's like shut everybody else up.
Yeah, it was
Listen to your own talking.
it was pretty good to just like, why should I have a conversation when I'm so tired when I could let me do it for me?
yeah.
Right? I don't want to talk.
I
Here.
was
Just
pretty
listen
good
to me
at this
talking.
yesterday. Let's
Yeah.
just remember those times.
But I'm really
good
glad
old
you guys are
days.
back. You guys were
Yes.
great last time, and I'm really glad that you're back.
And this time, Laura did research, and she's going to do that for us. And we've had like 3 weeks worth of us not having to do research, and it
slackers.
is like summer vacation.
It's super. It's like slacker time for us. We just let
It's
other
great.
people bring us stories, sit around drinking
So how do you
beer.
guys
listening.
feel now that you've made it?
First of all, let me just say you're correct.
Pretty
We
good.
super made it.
Yeah, we're so famous.
I appreciate your astute observation that we've totally made it.
I get recognized all the time.
Yeah.
They just hear your voice in the pharmacy.
Oh no,
and
they
they're just
recognize
like,
my face.
Oh, okay.
They from my podcast.
From your podcast.
Mostly from the Sight Gags podcast, though.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
The Sight Gags podcast. Oh, I see. Podcast Dog is getting more involved this time.
Yes. I'm trying to ignore him.
But yeah, no. So and now I'm trying to remember when we were all together last time, what the episode was actually about.
Sex
It was
robots.
the
Sex robots.
Oh, that's right.
I can't forget because sex robots.
I'm wondering
weird
how
one.
you forgot.
I don't know. That's disturbing, isn't it? The kind of disturbing things I can forget.
Like that was just a regular Wednesday for
Just
you.
normal
We
Wednesday.
do this once a week. It was just a regular
Yeah.
Wednesday for us.
Just all that pervy stuff just rolls right off my
Still,
shoulders.
like
now.
in the grand scheme of things, like I feel
Yeah.
like sex robots still isn't the norm for you.
well,
That's
you know, you're probably right, but I'm not
Also, I
going to
just
mean,
confirm or
burped, and I'm
deny
sorry
that.
if that reads
There
on the
are
mic.
a lot of shut doors upstairs. There might be something hidden up there.
Oh my
There's
god!
only one shut door, and it's the room you're sleeping in tonight. So good luck.
Okay. Something grabs me from under the bed.
Don't look in the closet. That's all I'm saying. Don't look in the closet.
When I was staying with my grandma when I was like 16, we looked in her closet and it was this giant picture of the Pope.
Wow.
That's where pictures of the Pope go.
I love it.
Yeah, we were like, what's in the closet? And we opened it up and we are like, that is the biggest picture of the Pope ever.
I like that you just transitioned from sex bots to the Pope.
It's a natural transition.
And like nobody batted an eye.
Yeah.
You
Like-
think the Pope doesn't have a sex robot? Come on.
Well, you know, sex robots in the closet, Pope in the closet.
Same thing.
This is weird. This is a weird start.
It could get a lot weirder, but let's not go that direction.
But yeah, no, that was a really fun episode, and that taught me some disturbing things that I didn't know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
We'll never be the same.
But
That's what I say after every podcast you guys do.
You'll never be the same.
increasingly, so we have some episodes. I don't want to say exactly what, but there's one topic in particular that we were talking about the other night doing. Sort of one of these apocryphal, sort of shocking internet sort of things.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't want to say too much more about it, but we were even debating, like, what are the bounds of taste for this show?
Yeah, I think we decided we probably won't do it on this show.
We might
Oh,
just,
the bounds of taste for the internet or for this show. 'Cause
For
like,
this
oh,
show.
right. Because, you know, we get weird here, but we have a certain degree of weird we're willing to go, I think.
I mean, we're not exactly family friendly because we'll kind of discuss anything and we swear and whatever, but still,
Yeah.
like, maybe like 14-year-olds who you
Yeah.
swear liberally around already, they could probably listen.
Yeah, it's true.
So that's kind of the limit thus far. But we did have that sex robots episodes that we just talked about, so I don't know.
I'm still thinking about this picture of the Pope. my big question is, why did she put it in the closet?
And also, which Pope?
I don't.
Yeah,
Oh,
this-
okay.
Were you talking JP too?
Yes,
I
it
thought
was.
so.
It was.
Pope only comes out on
It was
holidays.
John Paul II, and
He's a special occasion Pope.
there was literally a picture of the Pope and Jesus and a cross in every single room. Like every room, every wall had like Jesus on it and crosses and
so
stuff.
she was very Catholic.
Yeah, and so like we open up the closet and we're like,
Was
well,
it all one thing? Was it like an Avengers poster where you got like the Pope and then like Jesus over his shoulder and then Thanos in the background?
Yeah, it's like this big splash text, the Bible. You know?
So I'm just assuming it was like an extra Pope just in case.
Bonus Pope.
Bonus Pope.
Man, that house comes with a bonus Pope.
Yeah,
My God.
because you never know when you need an extra Pope.
You know what's funny is it's almost like she had engineered a situation wherein you can never get away from it. You
can never have too many popes,
Even
yeah.
if you open the closet and go inside, you're still
still-
hanging out in there with the Pope.
There's still you're always blessed. Yes.
You can't escape the
Maybe
Pope's
it's one of those
wandering.
things that she's like, if I rearrange my furniture and I realize there's spare room for a Pope, I have a Pope to put there.
Yeah. Just need an extra.
Wow.
Or maybe she had rearranged things and then
And
there
then
wasn't
there
room
wasn't
for a
room for the
Pope
Pope.
right there anymore and
Yeah.
she had to store it.
It's almost like she approached it like lighting. Like you just need to have it everywhere. Just spaced
I like
out.
to call it Pope Closet.
Pope closet.
That's Pope Closet.
It's like a little meditation chamber for you and your Pope.
Yeah.
I'm
This is a
so.
fantastic
What if
discussion
she
about my
stored something important in that closet? Maybe you guys didn't dig far enough. Maybe the Pope was guarding something.
Yeah,
The
what was
Pope
behind
was
the
guarding
Pope?
Okay, yeah,
something.
we didn't remove the Pope to see what was behind it.
He's like the
true.
dog in
Well,
the
I mean,
Harry
who
Potter
would? That's
movies.
the perfect thing. Like,
That's in the room guarding
she
something.
probably had like $1 million in unmarked bills hiding behind the Pope.
Yeah, no one's gonna
The
touch
Pope
that
is like Cerberus.
Cerberus? Fluffy?
the magical guardian Pope.
Yes.
I really like this a lot. Just like because I have to say, as far as how many popes are in my house, there's zero.
We can make a movie. We already have the poster.
No.
It's just like a rocky landscape, and then like one brave pope with his arms crossed. He's got like a tattered pope robe.
Somebody Photoshop out Thanos.
I
Photoshop
grew up
in
Catholic,
Thanos.
and my family is all Catholic for the most part, but none of us were Catholic enough to have even one picture of the Pope,
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
let alone one in every room
Yeah.
and a spare in the closet.
She was a special Catholic.
I'm reminded
I
of.
feel like in
I would have
other
opened up the
places
closet
that's-
door and been like,
that's
who the
not
hell is this?
weird, but in my family we were holiday Catholics for the most part. My grandparents still go to church all the time, but
Yeah.
the rest of us were bad religious people.
I'm reminded of I used to have this record. It was like my favorite possession. I got it at it was like an apartment sale, like an old man.
You got it at the 5 and dime store.
I did not. I got
Well, you should have.
It was like an old man's apartment. He had died, and his son was like selling some of his things. They were like emptying the apartment out, and I got
Like an
his
estate sale kind of thing.
yeah, and I got like boxes of his records. Most of them are like I've never listened to them because like they're like a lot of like holiday music, religious music, things that generally I don't have a use for. But one of them was this beautiful record entitled Pope John Paul Sings.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my god.
I didn't.
Do you still have that?
I don't. And
I
the
think I remember why.
The reason I don't is it was like a weird gift exchange thing at work, and I was like, this is the one. What
Yeah.
else do I have odder than Pope John Paul Sings? So I gave it to my friend Natalie, and she says it is now a regular staple of their holiday white elephant. Someone always gets John Paul Sings.
That's fantastic. You've like started a tradition.
A family tradition for someone else's fammy,
Yeah.
which is hard to do.
It's just bouncing around the family now.
Yeah.
That's
I
great.
don't even know what to say to this.
It's strange, isn't it?
I have a habit of like, I don't even have a record player, but obviously Dave does. So whenever we go somewhere, like we go on vacation somewhere, sometimes we'll wander into a record store. And I have a habit of just buying the first weird record I see. And it's usually like $2, $4, and then be like, we'll figure out if it's good later.
Mm-hmm.
And the last time I did that was when we went to Baltimore. And actually, it's really good. And the lady is still making music. And her music isn't bad, and her song titles were really funny and sort of irreverent, and she's still
the name
going.
Of the record was it was like something like
It was something about like this is what women in the 80s do, or something like this is what people in the 80s did, and it was a really
What's your
long
favorite
title.
record
It's
shop?
upstairs.
Wait,
What's your favorite record store?
We got one here in Youngstown. That's all
Do
right.
you have a favorite record store? Remember that episode like a couple times ago where you said you weren't a hipster?
Zing.
I don't really record shop most of the time, except when we go places, because I don't have something to play it on. I know that I am. I just don't want to be. I've been told. You're not telling me anything I haven't heard.
We're gonna need to keep a Goose Chase scorecard, I think, for sick
God.
burns.
How much
knew it
can
was
we
a
decimate
competition, I would've
Christy's
prepared
ego? Although I will say, one of my favorite record stores. No, there was a record store where I lived in Oak Park named Val's Holla Records.
It's a pretty good name.
Okay, that's a good name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The owner's name was Val.
Okay.
And she passed away a couple months ago. Shut up. She passed away a couple months ago, which is like a huge blow to everyone in that area because she'd been there for like 40 years.
Yeah, probably someone like
And
that.
it
Everyone
was
knows her.
a really cool record shop where you would just go in and everyone was like really awkward, but you would have some kind of conversation about music while you were there and bond over that. It was a cool place.
We have a place here in Youngstown called Geo's, and it's like one of those record stores where everywhere you look, you're like, I don't even know if this is all for sale because it's just mountains of records.
Yeah.
But like, there's always the certainty that you're going to find something special in there. And if you shop there enough, Geo will remember you, and he'll go, "Oh, okay, this is the kind of stuff and he'll set stuff aside for you." Like my buddy Chris has like an increasingly huge collection of Frank Zappa records because Geo just sets Zappa aside for him all the time.
The only other person I know who likes Frank Zappa is my brother. They probably get along.
Yeah, I feel like
I like Zappa.
People, I think when people like Zappa, and especially when they're really into
Well,
Zappa,
no, not like. He loves Zappa. Like
Okay.
this is like his favorite artist ever. He thinks the man's a genius.
yeah, when people are really into Zappa, that's a specific. I think that's like a really specific interest.
So I went to see the band Orgy once. This gets back to Zappa, I promise. I went to see the band Orgy in high school with my friend Katie, and her dad drove us there and stayed there the whole time with us and got us like an opportunity to meet the band because he just talked to people while he was there, and I think he got us free t-shirts. Like, he worked magic.
Yeah.
But he was a huge Zappa fan, so Bo.
That heavy breathing isn't me. It's the dog.
So on the way to go see Orgy, we listened to nothing but Frank Zappa, and it was a very interesting conversation.
Yeah.
Or a very interesting,
Oh, go lay down, dog.
I don't know
Go
what word I'm
podcast
going
dog.
for,
Yeah.
a combination
Yeah.
of musics that evening.
Go away, podcast dog. He really clearly has something he wants to say, but I'm not about to indulge him right now.
Maybe he just wants to be creepy and breathe heavily in that microphone.
Cooler if they listen to the Pope singing.
You know what? You know what the worst thing is? I never even got to listen to it.
Man, you got to go to
You
one
gotta
of
get in on
Natalie's
that white
Christmas
elephant.
party.
Yeah, I was gonna say, go to the White Elephant. You might get it.
Just get invited to the family exchange.
Yeah.
Natalie, I don't think you listen to this, but
Nah, I don't think she does either. But if she
Get
is
on it.
listening, I want to come to your family Christmas party. I want my record back in extraordinary fashion.
Rip him an 8-track.
I'm sure it's out there somewhere. I'm sure if I pull this up on YouTube, I'm sure you can listen
Yeah,
to it.
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
I just want to see if it's on iTunes.
It's like it was an old, it was like a younger looking John Paul II. Like,
Yeah.
it was like long before he was like
Ancient,
1,000.
yeah.
Like he was,
towards the end there.
Yeah. And it looked like, maybe like somewhere in the early 80s, maybe. Still had a lot. He was just beaming, Just
He was,
being a.
would you say he was a young pope?
God, I loved The Young Pope.
I only watched a couple episodes. It was good. It was just a very intense show.
I didn't
was.
watch it. I'm sorry.
No, it's a lot of people
it?
didn't.
Is that it?
Even though, doesn't that have Jude Law in it?
That's not
Yeah.
the cover.
Every conversation
We keep
tonight
talking
comes
about
back
Jude
to
Law.
Jude Law and his disgusting handsomeness. He's just so
Dave has a real thing against certain actors.
Him and
Usually-
Zac Efron, I hate because they're just too
and
good
Ryan
looking.
Reynolds, you don't like
Ryan
Ryan
Reynolds, I
Reynolds.
don't care for. Just
Especially, is it John? Is it you that doesn't like John Cena either? It's people who are like a combination of like funny and successful and attractive, like people who are firing on all cylinders. He's like, you can't have everything. You
This is
choose
not
one.
fair.
this is usually a comics gripe. Is like like funny is for us because that's how we get laid. That's not fair. You can't be
Yeah.
funny and hunky. Like, that's usually their gripe, I think.
Yeah, sounds right.
I'm personally fine with John Cena being funny. I'm all right with it.
I love John Cena.
Yeah. I like him, but I can't see him, So how do I even know how handsome he is?
It's true.
Can't see him.
Nobody
Be
knows.
here right now. Maybe he's the one in the Genesee sign.
Oh, we didn't turn on the Genesee.
Oh, we need to
Excuse me.
do that.
I'm going to
Stop
do that.
everything.
We actually are stopping
Stop
everything
recording.
again.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to stop. We're
Well-
gonna
Start
keep going.
over.
We're still going. He's just
No.
Keep
No.
rolling.
turning it on.
Don't.
Okay,
No.
there we are.
Okay.
I feel better now.
Yeah.
Now that Genesee can talk to me when
Yeah.
it needs to.
It's how we receive our divinations that help us run this show.
I
Yes.
thought that was the Pope in the closet.
What if
That's
you guys,
one way.
What if you guys, like, in the room that you're staying in tonight, what if you open the closet and there was a pope in there?
Okay,
Unexpected pope.
we
I
now
would
need
never
to
come
get an
back.
unexpected pope.
Unexpected Pope.
Need to get a pope in there
Also-
now. Stat.
Also,
That needs to be a subreddit. Unexpected Pope.
that's gonna be my band name.
Yeah.
And it's what kind of music is it going to be? I like to decide what kind of
Thank you,
music
Grandma.
the band would be. Yeah, we're getting a lot of mileage out of this, Grandma.
This pope has got miles on it. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's gonna be a punk band. I think anytime you mention the pope, in here-
Unexpected Pope. Yeah.
it's gotta be a punk band for sure.
All right. All right. I'll pass it.
Bop it,
Twist it.
pull it, pass it.
I just watched a dumb video online. What's new about like basically politically correct board games and games in general.
Okay.
It was like a mocking video. It wasn't serious, but they remade Bop It. So instead of just like it saying Bop It and you bop it, it says Bop It and you say, "May I please bop it?" And it says yes, and then you bop it.
Oh my god!
Wow.
It's like no.
Wow.
It was mocking that
Yeah,
thing.
sure.
So they weren't being serious.
You know that Facebook page I really like called "A Fucking Sick Tattoo of a Wolf Every Day"?
Yes.
So I just saw a meme in my inbox the other day of like it
Your
says
meme box?
my meme box. You know where I receive my memes. It was like it said Connect 4 Loco, and it just had a kid passed out in front of the board in a pool of 4 Loco.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know why I'm telling you this. It's totally irrelevant. It's just like to report on
Relevant.
the
What
memes.
is relevant? This has been the most random shit
Yeah.
ever.
It's
true.
We've gone to the Pope in the closet, to orgy on the way to David Zappa.
We went places. We didn't even talk about all
Wow,
this.
it's
chicken
way
wings we
funnier
just
with
ate.
an orgy on the way to Dave Zappa than it was
Why
Dave
is
Zappa on the way to orgy.
Frank Zappa.
You can say Dave Zappa.
Wait, I'm combining people here.
Yeah, that's
Whatever.
all right. We can change his name to Zappa.
It's Bud Fees all over again.
That's right, Bud Fees. Oh man, we got jokes.
This
All
is never
back.
going anywhere.
Well,
Jokes
maybe
for
we
days.
should do the thing.
Do you mean to tell me that you have the inclination to play the news game that's sweeping the internet by storm? Everyone's playing it.
Is
Yeah.
that the Price is Right?
No.
You're close. You're so close.
I mean,
Sudoku?
No, you're getting there. You're warmer. You're both not warmer.
New York Times crossword.
it's time for Truths and Flutes. Yeah.
We didn't even talk
ruined
about
it.
mouth trumpet.
Take it away, Mouth
Yeah,
Trumpet.
ladies and gentlemen, mouth trumpet solo. Oh man, I wish. I know we said we were going to talk about this and we didn't talk about it. Now we're talking about it. The mouth trumpet is awesome. I want everyone to be doing it all the time. It's just a good sound. It livens up a party,
Good talk.
and anyone can do it.
All right.
Wow. You guys-
There it is.
Yeah, there we go.
It's see, you guys dropped that you guys so did not go with me on the mouth trumpet thing. I feel a little abandoned right now.
I feel like you don't even need to say it. I feel like everyone's already on board with the mouth trumpet. Who's saying we shouldn't mouth trumpet?
Before the show, we were all doing
We were all mouth trumpeting.
Listen,
This is not a hot take. Everybody knows.
controversial opinion, but I really like the mouth trumpet. I don't want to rock the boat here, okay? But I'm into the mouth trumpet, and I think it's great.
Hey, whatever you're into.
All right. Choose and snooze.
Oh, by that you mean the news quiz game with the 2 false stories, 1 true story, in which we have to discern the trues from the news or the true news from the false news.
Yes.
I did that so wrong.
It's okay.
Okay.
There's no right way.
Do you ever do it right?
Not really.
No. He just does it a different way every time and determines that it's wrong. I still don't know what the right way is.
Me either, honestly.
You'll know it when you feel it.
You know, you get a little butterflies in you when you know you
you're
did it right.
That inconsequential thing I do on this podcast no one listens to was really good that time.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
let's start.
you gonna quiz us?
Yeah.
None of us know.
All 3 of you are
the answers.
guessing.
Yeah.
Recently, and I will not stop bringing it up, I stumped both Dave and Chris.
Oh yeah.
And they both chose different wrong answers.
split decision, both wrong.
I was very happy.
We can't let this go on. Everybody pick A, B, or C. Like everybody
Someone
pick
has
one.
to win.
Okay, so first one.
Let's hear it.
In turn of events, kitten rescues firefighter stuck in tree. Dave likes that one.
That's so weird.
I just feel like that would be a calendar.
I can see it.
Yeah.
I
And
can
it's like
see
the
it.
fireman's doing that shrug like, welp. You know,
There's
what I
like
get myself
a
into.
cute little kitten, and he's all dressed up as a firefighter.
Yeah.
All right. Due to high plane traffic, Edinburgh Zoo employs people just to pick up penguins when they fall over after trying to look at planes.
Whoa, I'm going to need like a 3-peat on that one.
Okay. Due to high plane traffic, Edinburgh Zoo employs people just to pick up penguins when they fall over after trying to look at airplanes.
Okay.
And number 3. Man posed as ex-fiance's mother's ghost. Do you want a 3-peat on that too?
No, I heard all that. That's weird,
Man,
but I got it.
posed as ex-fiance's mother's ghost.
Yes. All right. Recap.
Once removed.
In turn of events, kitten rescues firefighter stuck in tree. Second one. Due to high plane traffic, Edinburgh Zoo employs people just to pick up penguins when they fall over after trying to look at airplanes. And number 3, man posed as ex-fiance's mother's ghost.
I have my pick.
Yeah, I kind of think I do too.
All right.
I'm going to go with the ghost.
Okay.
I'm going to penguins.
Okay.
I'm going the ghost.
All right. Ghost is right.
Oh, yes.
There was
Sweet
actually an
victory.
article about the penguins, but the real article
Yeah, I knew
is
that.
a headline
I read
saying,
it like an hour ago, and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't think that's right, but I remember the Edinburgh Zoo being in there, so that's the only reason.
I was like, even if someone saw this on Not the Onion, they might misremember whether or not
and that's exactly what
it
I was
was
like.
or not.
I remember
Worked
something
out.
about
Edinburgh Zoo and penguins.
and
basically it was them just being like, no, that's not true. Penguins get up fine on their own, and they don't fall over trying to look at planes. They don't notice them. They're used to them.
So what's the story? With
Yeah,
The
why?
story here is that
it would have been cooler if it was a penguin.
it's true.
Probably.
It's true.
I want that job. How do you get a job picking up penguins?
Well, you don't, because it's not a real thing. But I wish you did.
You can try.
Somebody else can get employed knocking penguins over, and then I can get paid to pick up penguins.
Yeah. That's the way it works. You create the need. It's like
Right?
a cottage industry. You know?
Basically, I think the gist of the real story is that this person and his fiance broke up, and then she had a restraining order against him, but he wrote her a letter as though he was her mother's ghost to try to like make contact with her.
Oh my god.
And they found out it was him, and
That's not creepy and weird at
Right.
all.
Wonder why they
Right.
broke up.
Yeah.
right.
It's like super shitty.
That's
to
like
do.
not so
somebody
good.
needs therapy in that shit. Like, I hope it was court mandated therapy. It was
It's not
Hope
so
it was
good.
awesome.
Hope it was successful.
Hope you had a great time learning why that was a super shitty thing to do.
Yeah, don't pretend to be someone's mom's ghost. I was impressed that it was in writing. Like when I heard that, the headline, I thought like maybe like planted some speakers and made some creepy sounds in the house and pretended to be a ghost that way.
Yeah.
But I also couldn't figure out why one would do that either.
Yeah, but like ghosts don't tend to write letters.
That's
Not
true.
often.
Not often.
Not very
No.
often. It's kind of like a niche thing. Only certain
Okay.
ghosts.
All right.
I'm
I
thinking
can't
about
even
it.
think of like a fictional ghost that's like written
Writing
letters.
letters,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's not like a thing that ever happens.
There was that movie, and maybe not a ghost exactly, but it was called like The Lake House. And it was like two people
Like-
on different like planes.
Yeah, like different timelines or like...
Kind of, it was either like, yeah, they're like on
Is that
different
the one where they were
timelines, I
making
guess.
pottery?
No,
No, you're
that's
thinking
ghosts.
of ghosts. You know what? You're all right. You know that?
Okay, so from the article, it says Roy Meadwell broke the terms of restraining order when he sent Kay Wimbury a letter pretending to be the ghost of her mother. The letter told Miss Wimbury she had made a terrible mistake in rejecting Meadwell and added, all you have to do is call him. I get the feeling that he did not trick anyone at any point in time. No one was convinced, and he faced repercussions.
Somebody needs
for-
to send that story to the Scooby-Doo Justice Project.
The Scooby-Doo Justice Project?
It's a podcast. Basically, it's a spoof, but the guy basically analyzes Scooby-Doo episodes.
Okay.
And, like, his whole conspiracy theory is that the kids went around the country setting people up. Yeah, and they were all just elaborate frame jobs, and they were covering. Then the kids were like covering up the real crime.
That's a great idea.
It's kind of hilarious. She didn't like it. 'Cause it's just a really goofy style. Like it has to be.
If you buy into that premise, like I feel like that podcast works. Like if you can buy into that premise and ride with it.
There's a novel called Meddling Kids that I started to read but didn't finish. It's loosely based off of, well, not that loosely. It's based off of Scooby-Doo, but it's the theory that, like, the last crime they ever solved doesn't sit right with any of them. And as they grow up, they all have different issues and they're not in contact anymore. And eventually they come together to kind of investigate the last thing they ever solved one more time. And it's called, like I said, Meddling Kids, and it's like the opposite of that. It's like instead of them framing things, it's like, this last one, there was more to it than you thought.
Okay.
Like maybe it really was supernatural.
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo Justice Project's funny as hell. Though. It's real short.
I
They're
would
only
like to-
like
I
15
should
minute
check that out.
episodes. Like
The guy, I'm not sure where he's from, but all of his statements end in like an up note, and it just
Oh, he does that
the
inflection
up top.
thing.
yes,
That
and
drives me nuts. I might
does.
already be out on the Scooby-Doo Justice
I
Project.
might already be
It's-
out on the Scooby-Doo Justice Project.
Yeah, I'm like that. Yeah. I just don't know.
It's a common way of speech these days. I think
he's
more
he's
so
acting,
California.
though, so he's just
is more
trying to act goofy. So
There's-
it's kind of like intentional.
I had the
Okay.
same
Yeah.
reaction to Night Vale. I just didn't like the way the guy talked, and it was enough for me to be like, yeah.
But it's Cecil.
I just, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. It's Ladies and gentlemen, more mouth.
Play
trumpet.
us off.
I think there's a thing about that where like, and God, I can only imagine what people think when they listen to this podcast. But like,
Right.
if you like a voice enough to like that you can listen, cool. If you really don't like a voice, you're just out. Like it doesn't matter what they're
Yeah.
saying.
That's
When I
true.
started listening to audiobooks, I'm really picky about the narrator. I'm not as picky these days, but at first I would like listen to the sample, and after 5 seconds I'd be like, I'm not getting this book. That's probably really good because I will want to stab my eyes out. And there was one series, I was in the middle of listening to a series, and I stopped listening to it for multiple reasons. One of which was that they changed the narrator part of the way through, and I couldn't stand her. And the other part of it was the parts of the story started really bothering me. But it was a combination of those two very unpleasant feelings, and I was like, I can't make myself listen to these books
I
anymore.
like audiobooks that are narrated by Will Wheaton. Those
Yeah.
are-
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Does he do a lot of that?
Yeah, he
Wheaton.
does.
Really?
Yeah, he does. I think I own one. John Scalzi, who is friends with Will Wheaton, he's narrated several of his, and I have a couple of
Yeah.
his audiobooks. The book Red Coat or Red Shirts I told you about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He
That's narrated by
that.
him.
As much as I want
he
to hate Will
narrated
Wheaton,
Ready
he has
Player
a
One.
good like voice
Yeah,
personality.
he's a good
Yeah.
voice personality.
I go
It's-
back
it's
and
very-
forth on him. I can't tell if I
soothing.
like him or if I think he's a douche.
Yeah.
Why do I feel that way?
I'm in the same boat
because
though.
he is
That's what I said,
very
like-
vocal about in fairly extreme ideologies, and he is everywhere.
Oh, is he?
He well,
I don't know anything
he's
about that. I know
he's
him from,
famous
like,
basically. He's a known entity, and he has an opinion loudly.
I just
So-
liked his voice.
Yeah,
I'm honestly,
that's
I
all
don't know
that
anything
matters,
about
I
outside
I
of,
like Will Wheaton a lot, but
tabletop and things
you're always
like
gonna
that.
Yeah.
if you have a person who's like talking a lot about stuff. You're probably gonna get annoyed with them sometimes, like us. That's
Yeah, I
why
was gonna
people
say,
hate our
That
That
guts,
sounds oddly familiar.
right?
It's a weird thing. I don't know.
I don't know if you
It's what
guys
the
ever
Genesee
read or
side
listened
means.
to
It's just like shut up.
I'm watching it right now, but it's not giving us any instructions.
Have you read or listened to the Dresden Files?
I've only read them, but I have not listened to them.
Well, the audiobooks were all narrated by I'm gonna get his name wrong, James Marsters, who played Spike in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. But his voice is perfect for those books, and I really liked them. I listened to all of them. But for one of the ones later in the series, his schedule, he just couldn't get it to work with the release date of the audiobook, so he wasn't able to narrate it. So they got a different narrator. He's actually a fine narrator. He's not James Marsters.
But you're like, they changed.
And
Why did they
everyone was really
Why?
upset about it.
Yeah.
They actually ended up re-recording the book with James Marsters and giving everyone who bought the audiobook that was not recorded with him originally a free copy of it.
But then that other guy.
How would
who
you
was the
feel if
narrator
you were
would-
the other guy?
Yeah, I was like,
Exactly.
that's crushing.
You recorded this
Exactly.
entire audiobook and then they re-recorded it and
Yeah.
gave it to everybody that
They're like,
Right.
this is so bad, we have to replace yours for free, and you're just
Right.
like, oh,
Which
what's
is
wrong
why I'm
with
clear
my
in saying
voice?
he was a good narrator. There was nothing wrong with him. It was just the fact that it was like, I don't know, 6 books in.
Yeah.
And you
There's a lot
are
of
used to the
Dresden
character
Files.
voices. Not to mention it was a book where like real big shit happens and you're already going to be upset.
Yeah.
And then it's a different guy. And you're
I have
like,
to reread those
Can we do
before
that
his
with
next
Batman?
one comes
Like
out.
Ben, just go back and like erase Ben Affleck and like Photoshop Michael Keaton in there.
Can we just get some more, just like 10% more Keaton?
we just
turn
keep
that
talking about
Keaton knob
Keaton
up.
tonight.
Yeah, we're on a Keaton kick.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Keaton's my guy. Keaton's my guy. If
You
Michael
have to see
Keaton-
Johnny Dangerously. You have to see it.
I'm going to see it. I'm
Like
going to
right
see
now.
it.
Turn that thing off.
Just stop recording.
Stop, just
and
go
let's
watch
go
it. Just
watch
go
Johnny
watch
Dangerously. Well, it's like anytime Michael Keaton shows up, I'm like, I'm in. He's the man. He's always awesome.
Like, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I don't even care what happens next. Keaton's in it.
Just letting Keaton at me for
Let
an hour and a
Keaton
half. I don't
Keaton.
care. Yeah. Just
That sounds wrong, dude.
Keaton around.
sounds kind of weird.
really wrong.
I didn't
Just
say
let Keaton at me for like an hour.
Well, it's like I didn't say like Keaton all over me. I said just
Well-
let him Keaton in my direction.
What? Still weird.
Did not improve.
I'm actually frankly disappointed in you all that you don't see the difference, but okay.
I'm gonna Keaton all over.
Keaton all over the place.
You know what? I see it. I'm sorry.
She's gonna Keaton all over you, and I'm gonna be behind her Keatoning in your direction.
Guys, I see now the error of my ways, and I apologize.
Man, this Genesee sign is really mum tonight. It is not chiming in at all.
That's all right. I think it's just letting us ride this one, you know? Just like ride it out.
The dog is groaning from under the
my
table.
God.
I
Go-
was trying to
go
figure out
away.
why there's a dog collar on
Go
the
away.
table.
Oh, because he jingles.
Oh, okay. I just thought maybe
Go,
you guys just
go.
like to have a dog collar on the
No,
table.
I took it off while
That's mine.
he was trying
I
to
wear
get
it
attention.
Yeah,
from you.
exactly.
I wear it when I want to be a
It's
fancy boy.
Be all like 90s goth and stuff.
Yeah, right.
But instead of having spikes on it, it's glittery.
It's glittery.
Significantly less
and,
cool.
and has a little tag,
Yeah.
Return me.
Because our very
I have
large,
vaccinations.
our very large muscular dog, male dog, has a very glittery collar.
That
He's a
collar,
pretty boy.
That collar was not my decision, but it's here.
And we've just never changed
I
it.
just never changed it.
It's fine. It doesn't matter. He doesn't care.
So I want to talk briefly here. I want to do the middle segment. And I don't have that much on this, but I wanted to talk about it because I
We've
watched
talked for half an hour about nothing.
I know, I was going to say.
We will talk about it.
about to spin you a yarn on this one. This is I watched this documentary 3 times in a row. I was so fascinated by it.
All right.
And it's something I wanted to talk
you need
about.
better hobbies.
I know, right? Well, it's one of those things where it's like while I'm working, I just have something on. So then I'm not really paying
It used to
attention
be
and I'll
Julia
miss like half
Child.
of it. Yeah, it was. For a long time I was just watching the French Chef.
Really?
Yeah.
Stand by my comment. You need better hobbies.
Okay, but when you see Julia Child pick up an enormous lobster like this big and be like, it's
Both
the
hands.
lobster show, you'll be into. It's just great.
I like Julia Child.
She calls a lobster
Entertaining.
Big Bertha and shakes it around.
Yeah. That was the part that got you in.
I was like, all right, I'm good. But I watched this documentary over and over because I didn't really, I couldn't catch it all every time. So
You got different parts each time you watched it.
yeah, what it is called is Bulk Land, and I've been wanting to watch
remember
this
hearing
for a
about that.
long time. So it got me thinking, just because like we hear a lot, especially lately, about tariffs going back and forth between us and China, and tariffs and then retaliation tariffs and like how those kind of things impact. What are you guys doing?
Me and TJ are just dancing to no music.
I know. I'm like picking at my arm, and those two are just like, yeah, rocking out.
This
All right.
is a weird one. This is a weird
We're
one
not
already.
very focused.
This is the Psychgags podcast.
This is an ADD podcast.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
I just need a multi-camera setup to catch all this weirdness.
Okay, so bulk land
Yeah, bulk land.
Bulk
and discussion of
Back to
tariffs
that.
and importing products.
Yeah, basically it got me thinking that this is kind of relevant right now. But Bulkland is about basically the city that the dollar store built. So like basically there's a humongous explosion in how many dollar stores are located around the country, and the big spike happens right after the big financial collapse in like 2008, right? Mm-hmm. So like all of a sudden more people are more strapped, like for cash, and they need to dollar stores like skyrocket. They like double in the United States after this. And it just so happens that a ton of that stuff, like the vast majority of the stuff that you find at the dollar store, comes out of like one big city complex in China.
Yeah, it's like a city built around making the specific products that you get at your dollar store.
Yeah, and I think it's called Yiwu.
Thanks, China.
I bet I'm screwing this up. Mm-hmm. But it's like this, it's the largest market in the world. And it's like several stories tall. There's all these little booths. People have very specific things they sell. So it'll be like all Santa like stuff, like all kinds of Santa
Is it like
toys.
a dollar store farmer's market? Because
It
that's
really
kind of
is.
what I'm picturing.
That's
basically,
exactly what it is.
If you work at like a major dollar store chain, you would go to this place in China and be like, give me a bunch of these, a bunch of those.
Yeah.
Like, just go to people's booths and be like, yeah, I want to sell this and I want to sell that, and
You can
make them for
just
you on the cheap.
Walk around and be like, give me 15,000 water pistols.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly that. And the movie follows basically 5 or 6 characters, human beings.
Same thing.
I'm a character in my own story.
Yes, they're characters in a movie called Life, and they are
Worst game ever.
it doesn't end happily for just about anyone. But it's,
That sounds accurate.
Actually, yeah.
The graphics are terrible.
so one of the guys is a buyer for I don't know exactly what company he works for, and he's a British dude that like relocated to China, and now he like a big part of his business is going to these booths, finding things, having what he says like he feels like he knows what'll sell in Western markets, so that's the big skill that he brings, and also he's good with quality assurance, and he goes and it'll go, okay, well, how much for this stuffed bear or whatever, and they'll say it's like like 15 cents.
Yeah.
Like a bear.
But like, how many do they have to buy? Because
Well, they buy them in huge.
They
it's
buy
not
them
like
all.
you're going to the dollar store farmer's market and being like, I want 25,000 bears, and they're just like, here you go, sir, in a bag.
Right. So they.
And this is like mass-produced stuff.
Yeah, so he'll go in, he'll price stuff out, and then they'll send boxes and boxes of it to his warehouse, and he checks them and stuff, and then he ships them out. But like some of the stuff that you learn from watching this is really surprising, like the fact that something like that, which will sell for $1 or $2 or maybe $5 or whatever here, is like a thing you can buy for like 12 cents a piece. Which is like the margins on some of this stuff is like really surprising.
And also, I'm
Well-
sure one of those reasons is that they probably don't have the best labor practices at the places that mass produce these kinds of things. So their labor costs are lower and
Well, there's
all sorts of things.
There's specifics about this too, because it's like what they'll do is a lot of people are working from their homes in like towns all around, like all the surrounding towns around this big market, district. They all have a thing that they make, which is like mind blowing to me. It's like this entire town, all of them, their job is to make like a bristle broom, and everyone does that.
They just make brooms.
You're like, this whole town, all they do is they take, like a little hair clips, like little barrettes or whatever, and they just put them in plastic sleeves, and they just do that all day. God. And it's like very specific things that are spread out across a whole region, all so we can have all this really cheap, easily consumable stuff
Yeah.
for like $8 a day or something.
Wow. Wow.
And it's like, you kind of know that this is how this works, right? Like, you kind of know on some level this is how we get cheap stuff.
But we never thought of the specifics, especially the weird thing of like an entire city being
Yeah.
built around it and like different towns having specific things. That's like, no one could have predicted that would happen.
Yeah, like you kind of, you think that, there has to be a cheap broom factory, but not like that it's all together. Like,
Yeah.
with
Like
the cheap bear factory and the cheap bull factory.
Like what I pictured is like a big factory making lots of different things.
Yeah.
And everyone goes there and then goes home.
Yeah.
But it's not that. It's like a woman with a baby strapped to her back.
The way you were describing
At
it,
home.
it sounds like there's like little villages, and it's like freaking Naruto. You got like the village hidden in the brooms and the village hidden in the water pistols.
It's really like that's like what it is. And it's like one repetitive task over and over and over and over again.
So I'm torn because on the one hand, I'm like, God, wouldn't that get so boring? But on the other hand, I've mentioned multiple times how I love tedious, repetitive tasks. Because I might be like real into that.
Well,
Yeah.
I
I don't think I
recommend-
could do it.
I
all
think
the
I
time for
could
my
do
whole
like a
life, though.
vacation of it,
Yeah.
just do that for like
Yeah.
a few weeks and just be like, oh, that was like really
That was
comforting.
nice.
It was good. It was zen. It got me like.
I knew
got
what
me
to
in a good place.
expect.
Yeah.
Because it gets you into like a meditative state of mind when you're doing just something over and over again.
But it can't
But
be
yeah.
like completely terrible. I mean, by our standards, I'm sure it's a terrible
Yeah.
way to make a living. But like, if it's actually like you said, like making a city, like people are coming to this
Yeah.
location to
Yeah.
do this job.
This is the interesting thing about watching this documentary is I kind of went in going like, well, this has got to be just flat out awful in every way. But then like you get to thinking, it's like, yeah, $8 a day is not a lot of money, but it's also in a place where $8, travels
Goes a
differently
lot
than it does
further.
here.
Yeah.
And the work isn't great, and yeah, a lot of it can be like physically damaging, but also it's like work that didn't exist before, and people have a way to provide for their families. It's like it's a very complicated thing trying to wrap your head around the way that other people work and live.
It gives you a lot of feelings.
Yeah, and I think it kind of gives you something to puzzle over and to really just try and wrap your head around like a life that is that different from our own.
Yeah.
So
Like would they be doing it if they had a better option?
Right, and that's the other thing is you get the sense in this documentary. It's like, okay, China's economy is moving away from a lot of this really cheap stuff because that stuff is now going somewhere else. Mm-hmm. So it's like, will this still exist in China in 5 years? Maybe not. Maybe it'll exist in another country where now the cheap stuff is moving to another place where people are there's now a new industry for people who are willing to work for less until they also want more.
Yeah.
Out of their employment, and then like, where does it go? What happens? Like, it's a really interesting, complicated thing. I cannot begin to wrap my head around global trade. I just don't get it. Like, I don't understand it. But
Where did your sister go that she bought a bunch of cheap stuff? Was that Taiwan?
Which sister?
Lindsay. The bag I brought today, it's a zebra bag, and she got it in like some country. I don't remember what country. For like cents.
oh, really?
Yeah.
I
Was
know
it
my
Taiwan?
brother went
I
to
don't think
Taiwan
so.
and he came home with lots of little knickknacks.
Yeah.
That were super cheap.
Yeah.
Is it Thailand? No.
Okay, sorry.
No,
Sorry,
but
it was random. But yeah, it's the same thing.
yeah, a lot of places in the world, like, that's just the way the American dollar goes for forever. Like,
Yeah.
it's a really powerful currency. So yeah, you can go to places and, like I said, a stuffed bear that you'd buy for $5 here is 12 cents there. And granted, they got to ship it and they got to distribute it and they got to track it and they got to pay people to, and all that. But it's still a
And
12
pop it
cent
and
bear.
twist it and pull it.
And then pass it. But it's still,
Bum, 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 bum.
but it's still a 12-cent bear that sells for $5, and you start to go like, wait, what's happening? Like, where does the $4 and 80, where does it go? Where's
Where's the overhead at?
yeah, it
and
just
how
kind of
much
makes you
profit are they
question the
making?
way that it all works.
It's interesting. I've heard of that documentary. I feel like it's been recommended to me.
It's been reckoned
Leaving
at you.
syllables out. It's been recommended to me before and it does sound interesting.
Yeah, I think it's just worth it, even just for the experience of like seeing what people's day to day is actually like. Like I
Yeah.
said, it follows a lot of people. It follows a guy that buys for big companies. It follows a migrant laborer. It follows a woman that runs a booth at the trade center. It follows a girl from Belarus who her job is to like sing and entertain at a nightclub, and like she's like this blonde European girl that just is like fawned over and and
She's like the entertainment in this
Yeah.
town that just makes things. In this city that just makes things.
and she both loves and hates it because it's like
Yeah.
it's what she wants to be doing, but it's also like a dangerous place, and it like freaks her out. Like, there's so many interesting stories in this.
Well,
One place.
like you said, it's global trade. Like, there are people that we're not even considering that are getting affected here. I mean, you got the people that ship it all over here, the distribution centers over here. You got the people employed in the stores. You got the people that are actually doing the shipping within the United States.
Yeah, it touches so many points.
But it does make sense of like the fact that you'll go to dollar stores and you'll see something and you'll go back and you'll never see it again, or you'll ask, do you have this in the back?
Yeah.
Nope. What we have is what we have.
That's
like
exactly
we're not
it.
going to get it again
Yeah.
because of that kind of thing.
It's also ephemeral, and it's just like it's just something that like the whole town will just make a bunch of something, and then someone will decide that something else is what it's just this frantic attempt at like creating and filling demand. I don't even know how to describe it, but
No, I get what you're saying though.
it's a really cool
Keeping up
documentary.
with the next big thing and what's going to sell, and someone's making that decision, and this city is just reacting.
Yeah, and again, they may not be there for long. That may might go somewhere else. But it's just like, to me, it was like such a really interesting documentary. It's called Bulkland. It's on YouTube. You can rent it for $3.
Wait, you rent shit on YouTube?
Yeah, I actually rented
We
it on
occasionally
YouTube.
Wait,
do.
hold up. That's a thing? That should have been the middle segment.
No, you can totally rent
Yeah.
things on YouTube.
So if
we
you-
occasionally do.
If you search for a movie on YouTube, you'll often get like a movie result,
Which I
with the
will
option to
never
rent.
ever do because I'm tired of stupid. Do you want to upgrade to YouTube Red thing popping up?
Yeah, I
Like-
rent things on Amazon a lot.
If they
like
if they
Amazon
get
Prime.
that thing to go away, I might rent something. But
Yeah, right.
I just rented The Help, the movie, on Amazon the other night because I'm listening to the audiobook version of it, and I just really wanted to see Emma Stone. because I like her and she's in that movie. I was like, I've been wanting to watch this. Yeah. So in the midst of listening to The Help, I watched The Help and then went back to listening to The Help. And I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
It is a really good book, though. I like it quite a bit.
By the way,
go ahead.
I was going to say, for the record, I have YouTube Red. I'm a monster.
He is a monster.
But I get it for free for having Google Play Music. So that's how I justify what a monster I am to myself.
He bundled dealed it.
I'm done.
CJ's
I would never
podcast.
pay for it as it is, but I wanted Play Music, so I get YouTube Red, which is sweet.
Yeah, right. Oh,
Man, sorry. I feel like I took us down a really boring middle segment. Because this room is like someone died in here.
We're all finally feeling the enormous amount of wings that we ate right before we started
God,
recording.
I sure hope that's what it is.
Yeah.
Real talk, I've been trying to hold in the fart for like 10 minutes.
I've been a little burpy.
Okay, you want to take a break?
Let's take a break here. Let's have all of our gaseous
just get all of our
expulsions.
farts
Have a
out.
nice gas break.
All right, we're gonna take a break, and we will be back with the main segment for this episode. Thanks.
All right. Doing it poorly, but also that's hard to do.
Dog does not enjoy mouth trumpet.
All right.
No, but he does. He's trying to help.
He's trying to help. Yeah. He's just chiming in his voice too.
Oh my God, go lay down.
You're such a good mouse trumpet.
Go lay down,
Okay.
podcast dog. It is not the dog segment yet.
Stop.
It's never the dog segment.
We're recording now. I just thought I'd get some
balls.
of this. Yeah.
My bad.
I had to get that
Did you
mouth
say
trumpet
balls?
in there. Yeah, like, balls.
Oh, I thought he was just like, oh, we are balls.
We're recording? Well, thank God. I've been meaning,
I just
meaning
wanted to say
this.
balls.
Yeah.
Balls.
It's
Balls.
important. It needed to be said.
I agree. Not enough people.
So where I work, they were laughing at me because we have this like bartender Facebook group that's like basically for like sharing stupid funny shit. Yeah.
I got it right.
Good job.
I did it.
You guessed.
Okay, so it's for
What?
steering.
I'm
sharing-
really lost.
Because she says it's for bartenders?
It's like for swapping shifts and like posting stupid memes and
For
things
bartenders.
like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's basically just for the people that I work with. And somebody posted something about how much our sales were the previous night, and they're like, "Good job!" And like, "You guys did a great job yesterday." And it was like 8:00 in the morning, and I was like, "Oh balls!" She said yesterday I should probably go to bed. Everybody was picking on me the next day.
That's funny. Yeah, isn't that weird when you're like not on everyone else's exact schedule and you just realize like, it's like it's a different day for them.
Yeah.
Like they are treating this like a different day than I am.
I was serious. I was like, "Oh balls!" She said yesterday.
Oh my God, that's a bad realization to have, isn't it?
Yep.
Shall we?
Let's shout.
Let's shall.
We shall. Shall.
It's such
That's
an
now just
antiquated-
my instinct to
Let's
say that.
shall.
Let's shall.
Wow.
Let's shall.
Let's shall.
Let's shall.
It's a very antiquated thing to say. No one says that
It's
anymore.
from Pretty in Pink.
Well,
That's
it's
where
from
I
the
got it
English
from.
language.
Shall. Was that even grammatically correct?
No.
Technically, it is.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
like
you know
that's
so
how,
many
that's how
things.
people used to say it.
They used to
Let's
say let's
shall.
shall.
Yes,
Who's
that's why.
ever said let's shall?
That's why I said it's from the English.
Give me like a
language.
literary reference or something where somebody says let's
Ducky
shall.
from Pretty in Pink.
That's not a literary reference.
It had a
It is,
script.
yeah, it's like
Wow. You
to
can't.
me.
Literature.
That's the last time I hold in my farts for you.
Oh man, you've sworn off. You've
geez.
sworn off
You,
your
you
pledge
don't know.
to.
You don't know what you're getting into.
Oh my goodness,
Oh,
I
yeah.
regret this day.
Yeah, I
Okay.
do.
We should probably.
We probably should. So we are we are going to allow Laura to tell us about the main topic for this episode. We're going to we'll allow it.
We'll
this time.
allow you.
this time.
I know you really want to, so we'll let you.
But this is really cool. I'm excited that you were bringing us something because I don't know anything about
let's
this.
shall allow it.
Okay. So tonight's topic is the North Pond Hermit.
Nice.
Now, my main source I want to tell you is a book called The Stranger in the Woods by Michael Finkel. So I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but
Okay.
I do want to give credit where credit's due.
The Stranger in the Woods.
Stranger in the Woods. So our story starts in 1986 in central Maine. It's near a town called Rome. There's like several hundred
That's
cabins.
not in Maine.
When in Rome.
When in Rome, Maine, do as the Maine
Maine
people
Romans.
do.
Maine
do.
Romans do.
What do they do in Maine? Like fish?
I think just
Yeah.
throw
Drink
crabs at each
beer?
other.
Be
They make
depressed
beer up
because
there.
it's
I know they
cold.
make beer.
Look at moose.
They look at moose.
Moose.
Meeson.
Moose are scary.
Meeson.
They're
Look at
freaking
Meeson.
huge.
Yeah, he thought one was a bear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it? Yeah,
So,
I remember
It was
that.
a moose-like
It was
thing.
probably
We don't
like
know
a
if
grasshopper.
So we're in central Maine.
Yes.
In 1986, several hundred cabins scattered around a couple of small ponds.
Okay.
And like the roads are unpaved. There's some individuals who live there year round, but many just stay there during the summer or on the weekends during the summer because it's Maine. It's not
So it's kind of like a place you go on vacation.
Sort of
exactly
camping,
yeah. And then a lot
yeah.
of these
It's
plots
the
of
opposite of Florida.
Yeah.
You
lot of
don't
the-
go there in the well, you don't go in there in the winter. You go up there in the summer.
yeah.
Makes sense.
A lot of these plots of land have been owned by the same families for generations. So
Okay.
but people start noticing that things start going missing. Spare propane tanks, steaks in the freezer, batteries, books
Oh.
on a bedside table.
Someone's going into the freezer and taking someone's steak?
Yeah. Pillows, blankets, a cast iron pan, a shovel, a garden hose, coffee filters, toilet paper, a sleeping bag, snowsuit, and underwear.
Wow.
Oh, don't steal people's
Dude,
underwear.
I'd be pissed if somebody stole my drawers.
yeah.
It's just not
Like,
advisable.
I am defensive of my
They
drawers.
can steal them, but I just don't want them back.
No, I'm gonna get that shit back.
They're my
You are,
undies.
I don't know what you're
Honey,
doing.
I've seen your drawers. No one's stealing them.
Yours are like mine then.
I don't want somebody like him keating in my underwear.
Keatoning.
Keaton.
Keating.
I promise to Keaton nowhere near any of your property.
Okay.
I promise.
But I mean, at first
Keep
people
the Keatoning to a minimum. She's never getting through
I
this.
know. Sorry, this is part
okay.
and parcel of how this show happens.
Yeah, it's true.
At first, people questioned whether they were even burglarized. The TV, computer, and other valuables were untouched. I mean, nothing was broken or ransacked. And many didn't call the police over batteries and novels.
Yeah.
At most, they might find some shavings around the window, but there's no other marks of a break-in.
Okay.
As time passed, people talked to their neighbors, and then it becomes apparent that other cabins also have things that are coming up missing. One family came to their summer cabin at beginning of summer to find a mattress missing.
Oh my god.
But the door was still locked and padlocked. And so they finally figured out that somebody came in the window and
And then
Unlocked a door, took it out, and
they
relocked it?
Well, they had to take the pins out of the door to get the mattress out. So they must have taken off the door and then put the door back on, locked it up, and then left out the window again.
I'm just
That's a lot of work.
imagine
is.
the logistics of taking the door off the
Yeah.
hinge.
Yeah, and he's
putting it
doing
back on.
a lot of work to make sure it's not noticed for a
Yeah.
while. It's like super subtle.
Yeah.
If he didn't want people, if he didn't care about people noticing, he just would have left the door off.
Yeah, but the door was still locked and everything. They just were missing a mattress.
That's weird. I could swear we had a mattress.
Another couple, a backpack they had was stolen, and they were freaking out because their passports were in it. But then they found that their passports were left in a closet.
Along with the picture of the Pope.
Yes.
Just as I left it, 2 passports, 1 pope. We're good.
So residents started talking about this thief. They started calling him the Hermit or the Hermit of North Pond. Although some speculated the break-ins were done by neighbors or local teenagers, because everybody blames teenagers.
Sometimes you just need batteries.
You know, gang initiations,
Teens.
stealing those batteries.
Yes, in Romaine.
In Romaine.
Gang kids, get
One-
off my lawn.
Lettuce.
One guy
In lettuce.
One guy suspected his son and another of their cousin of like stealing their propane. So like everybody was like suspicious of everyone, or some people just thought it was like their neighbors.
I like this idea of like everyone being super paranoid.
Yeah, just the town going slowly crazy.
Jimmy
Yeah.
took my batteries.
Oh yeah, well Frankie took my propane.
Someone stole my whole damn mattress.
When we leave here, I'm just gonna steal something random just to see how long it takes you to notice.
All right, I'm down for this.
It's kind of like the reverse idea of when I framed a picture of a Reese's cup and planted it in Dave's office to see how long it would take him to notice.
That was a
Few
pretty
days.
solid prunk.
So one summer, a family taped a note: "Please do not break in. Leave us a list of what you need," because they're getting tired of the break-ins. And others followed suit or left bags of books on their doors. But the notes and the books were untouched, and the break-ins continued. They started putting in motion lights, alarm systems, sturdier doors. They would call it hermit proofing. Nothing seemed to work, and break-ins continued. One person entombed his cabin with sheets of plywood held on with 1,000 screws. Now this actually
be
worked.
me.
Yeah, that actually worked. He did not get broken into.
Just angrily screwing in
yes.
plywood, going, yeah, fuck it.
Screw you. Another man spent 14 nights hiding in his cabin in the dark, holding a .357 Magnum and waiting for the hermit, but he never came.
Jesus.
This guy's like casing the place.
Yeah.
Wow.
The residents started learning his tastes. Briefs over boxers. No to tuna, but yes to peanut butter. Anything candy or sweet he would take. Let's see. Sorry.
Lasts longer.
No, you're good.
Some thought he was harmless and, oh, okay, it's the hermit. It's harmless. But others felt really violated by these break-ins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he took my drawers, I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
Right. Well, yeah, just picture like the thing about a home is like when if it is the one place where the world can't get you.
Yeah.
There's an
You think.
assumption of safety.
Yes.
An assumption that
It's a bad
Someone-
assumption, though. There's like nothing safe about
right,
a
but
home.
you need to be able to not constantly worry about all of the things that go wrong. So your brain
Yeah.
makes shortcuts, and you assume that when you're not in your home, no one else is just there when they shouldn't be.
And here's the thing: is like it's a lot of people's summer home. So like you go there to get away from it all.
Yeah, so it's an even more private retreat. The idea of someone, violating your privacy there when you're not
Yeah.
even around.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that sucks.
I'd be even more pissed off. You ain't touching my summer drawers.
These are my fancy
Those are my
vacation.
fancy
My
ones.
fancy drawers.
These are my Superman underoos. Oh, my
Those are-
Superman underoos.
All of me undies that I buy using podcast codes.
Oh my god.
To complete
put them
that
in my summer home.
to complete the visualization
The
there,
undies.
I'm a
Come on.
300-pound man.
So just, picture some larger than average undies, I guess.
Bloomers. He wears bloomers.
Okay.
Wow.
So, as price and size of security cameras decreased, many installed them. And then finally, a camera in a smoke detector caught the hermit on film looking into a refrigerator. Police thought this was a great breakthrough, and they were just going to catch the guy.
Who puts a camera in a smoke detector? How do you put a camera in a smoke detector? That's like some CIA shit on.
No, it's not.
It seems pretty
Right?
stealthy.
Like-
I wouldn't think to do it.
Well, if somebody's robbing your cabin for a number of years, you might.
Yeah, right. You start to cook up a few ideas.
Start cooking up some ideas.
I can see it.
Well, you want it to be on something that it's a really good idea because everyone
Yeah.
has a smoke detector,
It's innocuous.
and you wouldn't think to look at.
No, and if there's like a light on it, you're not gonna be like, "Why is there a
Right.
light on my smoke detector?"
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but if you're trying to hide a camera, you're going to turn the light off.
Well, they caught him looking into a fridge. I don't know. But
it. Anyway, it worked.
anyway, it worked. So the police thought that they were finally going to catch this guy. And they posted the picture in like post office and shops and towns. They went cabin to cabin. Problem is, nobody recognized him. So the picture led to nothing.
Yeah.
Break-ins increased in frequency and the quantity of goods stolen. A quarter century went by.
Oh my god.
And He had been searched for by two
Those
county.
of us who aren't good at math, how many years is that?
Why, that's a whole 25.
25.
That's 25 years, my friend.
It's a really long time to go undetected.
It is. He had been searched for by two county sheriff's departments, the state police, and the game warden service. They did foot searches, flyovers. They never found him. And it started becoming absurd that it's been 25 years and they can't
He's
catch
like a
this
ghost.
guy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I feel like at that point, I would come up with some like crazy shit to catch this dude.
I think
Yeah.
he's someone's ex-fiance's mom's ghost.
Here's what you do. You leave out a pot that says honey on it, like Hunny. Inside is just epoxy, and you glue his hand in it. And then you bolt that down to the countertop.
Yes.
And his hand gets stuck
And then
in the
his
honey.
hand's stuck in the honey pot.
Yeah.
And then, I mean,
And also, his name is Winnie the Pooh.
That's what I'm picturing now. It's just like a man with no pants and a red shirt that doesn't go down.
But he's wearing underwear because
Dude,
he
I think
stole
it would
them.
be fun as hell. Like, I would be like freaking double daring this dude.
Yeah.
Like, you set up like random traps in the woods with like green slime.
Yeah.
People tried to kind of entice him by just being like, tell us what you need and we'll give
Yeah.
it to you. Or like, I'll leave things out that I think you like, and it didn't work. So it's sort of a bizarre thing of like, doesn't seem like anyone who
But
wants
he's
help.
also not stealing anything of value or
Except for the
desecrating
mattress.
any
Well,
property.
sort
or,
of.
What's, if you have a summer home and
Yeah, okay.
you're not going to care about a mattress.
or a pair
But
of
it-
jeans or something. I get what you're saying.
It is a violation,
It
though.
is,
I think
yeah.
it's that more than anything else. It just makes you feel unsafe because this person who has evaded being caught or recognized even is super successful at this for 25 years.
Yeah.
And
He's also going out of his way to like not destroy your livelihood or your property.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
he wouldn't take
Yeah.
the door hinges off if he was trying to like mess your shit up. He would
Right.
but I
like,
would still,
he didn't
I
just
would
break
not
down
be
the door.
just through the
comfortable.
window and call it a day.
So,
I would be super uncomfortable if I knew someone had
Yeah.
been in my home, even if they didn't take anything of value, even if they were polite enough to not break a door in. I would still be like, okay, when's he gonna come back, and when's the day gonna be
And
when
am I gonna be here?
he slips up or I slip up, and
And
it goes
you're
What you say in
poorly.
a couple days when the ice cream's missing.
so
When the ice cream is gone, it's all over.
enter
That's
game-
when I go Taken style on them.
I don't know who you
A
are. I
very
don't know where you
particular,
are.
a
So
very particular set of cravings.
Yes.
She's just gonna like bloodhound it. There's ice cream in this direction.
but enter game warden Terry Hughes.
Okay.
Catching the hermit became his obsession.
I love that. I love
I
this
like.
guy.
I'm picturing him as like a grizzled detective
Yeah.
in a movie.
He has been
except he's a
trying-
game
I would
warden.
love that. I want to be the guy that catches the hermit. Like
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like
He became obsessed with catching the hermit.
Sure.
And he borrowed
make this a board game.
tech from his friends in Homeland Security who work
Oh my
border
god!
patrol.
What game warden has friends in Homeland
I-
Security?
Well, I mean, Maine. I don't know, but
Right?
the one that used to do something different but got busted for doing something
Yeah.
stupid, so now he's a game warden.
Right?
Makes sense. Makes
one who
sense.
The one who had to turn in his badge and gun for
Yeah.
something.
Okay. Noted.
But so he got these sensors that would alert him, like in case of a break-in, and he put them in his house. And then he practiced the route from his house to the Pine Tree Camp. I failed to mention this. There is also a camp for disabled individuals that was getting robbed
Aw.
repeatedly, and they exist off of donations. So this guy, Terry Hughes, is like, what man steals from like
Yeah.
the camp, the summer camp? That's
like
terrible.
that's an extra violation.
Yeah, exactly. So he put them in the Pine Tree summer camp, and he would practice his route from his house to the camp until it took him about 4 minutes, and he learned to like where to ditch his truck so it wouldn't make noise, and like where the motion lights were to avoid them. So he was serious. So he puts his stuff out every night before he goes to bed.
Wait, so this dude's like figuring out his path from like his house, or he's just figuring out the path into this camp?
No, from his house to the camp in the least amount of time to avoid like motion lights,
like-
anything that will alert the hermit he's there.
He suspects this
Like-
hermit might
Oh,
be
he's-
living
he's
in the
trying to,
camp or
like,
might be centralized
lay-
around
Yeah,
the camp.
well, he knew that the camp was one of the places the hermit would hit up because they had lots of food.
Oh, I get what you're saying. He
would-
has alerts letting him know when someone breaks into that area, and he
Exactly.
has the
Yeah.
quickest, quietest way to get there and catch him off guard.
Exactly, yes. And like he knew the camp had lots of food, so it was a common place for the hermit to break into.
Yeah.
And then finally one day it paid off.
Oh my
So in 2013, he arrests the thief while burglarizing the Pine Tree Camp of food. And he is not what they expected.
Okay.
It's a clean shaven.
It's a bear
It's a bear.
wearing
It's a bear.
tidy whiteys.
End
He's
of story.
extremely dexterous, and he
He's a
carries
Jack-
a screwdriver.
Yes.
Jack Russell Terrier with human hands.
It's a guy in a bed sheet wearing a printed out mask of his ex's mother.
Oh, I wouldn't be stealing if she hadn't left me. Or
It would have been way cooler.
I got that backwards.
It should have been somebody dressed as the Pope.
It's the actual Pope.
It's
He's taking all this stuff and just putting it in the collection bin at church.
So when you think of a hermit, you think of like somebody with a long beard, maybe unkempt. But
Yeah.
this man was clean shaven, wearing glasses. He was well
I mean,
dressed.
he stole the razors, though.
That's true.
To be fair,
He probably stole the glasses too.
He was well dressed in jeans, in hiking boots. There's no dirt on him whatsoever. He has no noticeable body odor. He's not emaciated or terribly strong. He's just like an ordinary guy.
Like the guy you would never, if you saw him, you would never think he's the guy.
No,
Yeah.
exactly. He's not at all what you would expect because he just looks like a normal dude.
Well, he's been showering in your shower
yeah.
So
25 years.
And eating your candy
and
bars.
wearing your drawers.
and wearing your drawers. So they talk to him and find out he is 47-year-old Christopher Knight. He has no police record. His last driver's license expired in 1987, and no one filed a missing person report.
Wait, so he like had a normal life
Hold
somewhere.
up. I was born in 1987. You telling me I could have gone from 1987 to 2013 and not had to deal with any you assholes?
Well, you had a really hard time doing this as a baby,
As a
but,
baby.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think.
but from like 7 on,
I
you're
would have
good.
figured it
Yeah.
out. There's like Disney movies and shit that,
He's gonna be raised by wolves or something.
right?
Yeah, this is basically what the Jungle Book was, I think.
Yeah. Bare necessity is different.
So
Yeah.
the police talk to him, and part of it, they're just like, "You have to give us anything that's stolen." And then he admits that the only thing he's wearing that's not stolen is his glasses. Like everything he has.
He
is
didn't
stolen.
steal the glasses?
No, he
Shocking.
didn't. He didn't steal the glasses.
That shit, like,
But
he
they're
needs,
probably
he needs
really
an update. He
old.
needs an update
Yeah.
on that
I was gonna
prescription.
say,
I'm telling you.
yeah. And he also had a wallet with about $300 in singles, and it looked like some of them had been there a really long time because they were like moldy. He said he collected it in case of emergency, in case he had to like hike to the nearest town.
Okay.
So obviously the question, where's this man been living?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like, how the hell did he keep getting in and out and no one spots him?
So, Christopher immediately admits that he stole all this stuff. He admits that it's wrong. And he leads the police to his camp. His camp is on private property surrounded by a natural Stonehenge of boulders, which was left by glaciers. There's a lot of boulders up in Maine because it has a history from glaciers moving.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
sort of like
you know.
like a lot of areas of I guess like Pennsylvania's got
That
a lot
whole
of the same
like
thing.
ice
Of, like,
age thing that we all
Exactly.
forgot
And
about, like
ravines
from
and-
that
yeah.
we all forgot about from middle school.
Yeah, they have like peaks and ravines, and it's all just because of glaciers and stuff. But
Yeah.
anyway, so there's
Glaciers.
the only opening is a passage between two boulders, which look like one. It was like an optical illusion.
oh wait, so
So
it's-
there's like two boulders that,
If you're looking
overlap.
at it head on, it
if
would
you're
look
looking at
solid.
it head on, it looks solid, but there's actually a gap.
Ooh.
And this is where he lives. And sorry, I just hit a button.
Oh no! Oh
What did I
no!
do? Okay.
So I love this. I love this because it's so clever of him to choose a place that appears to not exist at all.
Yeah.
Do you remember the movie Labyrinth in this scene where she starts the labyrinth and all she could see is it going straight forever and ever and ever, and then realizes she needs to get like into the maze?
Yeah.
And she finally realizes like she just thinks it goes straight, but she needs to walk closer to the wall than she thought and turn behind some vines that look like they were on top of the wall.
Yeah.
That's what this reminds me of.
I
It's a
love that this
perspective
turned
illusion.
into Labyrinth.
To Labyrinth.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I think of like, it's like a depth perception thing. You think there's nothing more there and you
Yeah.
can't get through, but there is.
Those perspective illusions always blow my mind, especially
Yeah.
like the ones where like people do chalk art that appears to be,
Oh yeah,
Of
those
something
mess
that's
up with my brain. Those
Yeah.
mess with
So
my
good.
brain.
and they only work if you're in just the right spot. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You remind me of the Babe.
Babe with the power.
Of the what?
What?
The power of voodoo.
Hoodoo? Do what?
Remind me of the Babe.
Summer baby.
Oh my god.
Good cry.
Oh my
What could I
god.
do? Oh, I have
that
have
rope?
a portrait of Jareth upstairs.
So
Have you seen my gun?
anyway, back to what I was saying.
I could do this
So
all night too.
It's well hidden, but it's not far from people at all. It's like the nearest cabin is a 3-minute walk.
Okay.
And you can actually hear people like on the pond, like if they're in boats and stuff. So he's really close to people.
It's amazing. He's that
That's
close. and they
super
didn't know.
Yeah.
interesting.
And then, okay, so the camp itself, he created a structure out of tarps. So there's tarps as walls, there's tarps as a ceiling, all held by like guy lines and ties. And then the ground he leveled by making bricks out of old National Geographic magazines. I don't know why I can't talk anymore.
So he made like paper mache.
Well, no, like he'd like bundle them into bricks, and then that would aid into like drainage and stuff, so it wouldn't end up all waterlogged.
That makes sense. There's enough space in between that water can run through.
And then he put a carpet on top of that.
wow.
And then in the camp, he had different sections for different parts of like his quote unquote house. He had a kitchen area where cooking supplies hung. Food was kept in plastic storage containers or a cooler. He had a bucket as a seat, and he owned a propane stove, which was connected to a propane tank outside of the house structure by a garden hose. He had an area for cleaning himself and his clothing with a large flat rock. He shaved without a mirror. There wasn't a mirror anywhere in the camp.
Impressive.
I mean, if you're in everybody else's house, do you need one?
Well,
Like
but
you just take a quick stop to shave while
Yeah,
you're
just
stealing a mattress.
Have a look at their.
Yeah, but then you leave like whiskers
Yeah.
behind. It's a lot more obvious because
he never
no
did
one
that.
can clean up all those whiskers.
he never did that.
You guys think that you got them all, but there's always
No,
a
we
billion
know
more.
we didn't. We
No.
know we didn't get them all.
that man might think he
I
did.
don't
but
even
no.
try to get them all.
Okay.
You're out of your mind.
This is a
Just
fool's
what
errand.
we all suspected.
But
like that motion.
So he kept himself clean with like sponge baths. He
It's like
washed
egg.
his clothes. He stole like laundry detergent and soap and stuff. He washed his clothes and hung them to dry. And then he had also had his sleeping area had a tent. So a tent under the tarp. So the tent never got wet.
Tentception.
Yeah. And then in the tent was a real bed, like it had a metal frame, a mattress, sheets,
How
the
about
whole
that?
9 yards.
How about that mattress?
Yeah. And it was piled high with sleeping bags.
So wait, he took the mattress from one place and the frame from another place?
Yes.
What a dick. No, seriously.
Yeah.
He inconvenienced 2 beds
Yeah.
for this bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could have just ruined one person's night. He deliberately fucked up 2 people.
Can I just say that when I visualized like a person being like, I had a mattress and now it's gone, I did not imagine I had a mattress on an actual bed and now it's gone. I imagined I had a spare mattress laying on the floor in a guest room and now that spare mattress is gone. That's where my mind went because
really?
I am a person who lived in a house that had a spare mattress
No.
in it
It was just a
Bedroom.
regular mattress that they had that was like gone.
that was
just-
on a bed
Just
like
on
a
a bed.
normal person
Yeah.
would have.
Just gone.
They just had it leaned up against the wall for
Yeah.
aesthetics.
Aesthetics. Hashtag aesthetic.
He would collect rainwater in
Hashtag blessed.
60 to 90 gallon trash bins. And he used tarps tied to trees to keep things around the camp that he thought he would need. A hammer had been there so long, the tree grew around it. So,
Nice.
like, this man had been there for a very long time.
That's weird. He didn't need that hammer more than. Do you even need a hammer if
Apparently
you just,
not.
like,
He did such a good job of constructing this place.
Yeah.
he was
Didn't
done.
need
He
it.
could always just take another one.
It's true.
It's true. Yeah.
A very deep hole was his bathroom, and his
A
dump.
very deep hole.
And
I shudder to think.
yeah, he made a giant hole. Like, that's what he did.
That's what she said.
Eh?
And his
All right.
his dump was a corner of the camp where he buried his trash, and they said it didn't smell at all. So he did a good job of burying his trash.
Wow. Where was his dump?
Where did he dump?
His lovely hermit dumps. His dump, his dump, his dump.
Weird. Weird even for you.
Weird even for you.
It made you laugh, so.
Here's the weird part, though, is that he wasn't totally isolated from media and culture. He listened to news on the radio while living in the woods. He admitted he listened to a lot of Rush Limbaugh.
That's a funny detail.
Not a good sign.
I know. He also stole a tiny black and white TV that he powered by linking together car and boat batteries. And he watched PBS documentaries.
My man.
Eventually, it became too hard to steal batteries for it, so he replaced it with a radio he could listen to TV shows with. He especially liked Everybody Loves Raymond.
Who doesn't? Everybody loves Raymond, literally.
It's in the
I know.
name.
Even the Hermit of North Pond loves Raymond. He stole some version of, like, Game Boys. He played Tetris, Dig Dug, and Pokemon. Although
Oh my god.
That was a dog.
that was a dog. He said he wouldn't steal it, though, unless it looked old. Like, he wouldn't steal something that looked brand new. However, most of his time was spent reading and daydreaming.
Yeah, some kid left this Game Boy at their summer
At their
home.
summer
they
home,
don't
yeah.
need it.
This is probably the kid that didn't even notice it was gone.
Exactly.
Like, he noticed the mattress is gone. How
Yeah.
much stuff did this dude take that nobody noticed?
Oh, a
Just-
ton.
I'm
A
like
ton.
fascinated to think that he played Pokemon of all things.
Yeah, he played Pokemon.
That's
Yeah, you have like
if
this
you were a
bond
hermit,
with him.
what would you play?
I don't know, probably Mega Man.
on
You
a
would
Game
last
Boy?
3 days in the woods.
So his main thing was reading, though. Like, he loved books. He would steal every book he could find, except for the Bible, of course. And he
Yeah,
finished,
that's crossing a line.
yeah. And he said he finished them all with the exception of Ulysses.
Well, we all have that.
Yeah,
issue.
exactly. Like,
Yeah.
who needs to finish Ulysses?
That's amazing. I want to put that one in my head
Right.
and file it away. Even if you're a crazy hermit
Who
with
loves to
nothing
read.
to do,
Yeah.
you can't finish
Ulysses.
Ulysses.
I love that.
Yeah.
Dude loved to read, and he was stealing books for like 27 years or whatever.
Yeah.
What did he do with the old ones?
Had
Did he have,
not
like, a
heard-
giant library,
He
or
used
did he,
them as
like-
bricks?
Well, yeah, sometimes he used them as toilet paper, especially if they're like John Grisham novels, he said.
Oh, poor
Dude,
John
he said
Grisham.
that.
Yeah, he did.
Man,
don't tell
slam.
John Grisham.
Don't tell him.
Yeah, poor John Grisham. But, I mean, he would steal whatever was available, but yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that book that you and Chris were just talking about, Dave, that you both have tried to get through multiple times. David
Infinite
Foster Wallace.
Jest.
I wonder if he got through that one.
Yeah.
No one
I don't
finishes
know.
Infinite Jest.
He might not finish it either. So, question, how did he steal? How was he not detected? He took every precaution he could not to be caught. His whole thing was not leaving footprints.
Okay.
So when he would leave his camp, he had memorized a path to cabins that involved walking on rocks and roots and things like that. So he would not leave footprints. And he also did not leave his camp while there was snow.
I'm sorry, TJ's pulling at me and trying to quietly eat, and it's making me laugh.
Although falling snow would cover his tracks. But like, he had this so well memorized that he didn't even use a flashlight in the dark.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's been taking the same path for 27 years.
Pretty
Yeah.
well, yeah. But still, if you think about it, it's pretty amazing
Even at
anyway.
first,
Yeah.
like he.
Yeah. So, I mean,
crazy.
it's described as a dense and disorienting forest. The writer of the book, like, tried to find the guy's camp and finally did, but in the process, he cut his hand and ripped his shoes. So it is not an
Was
easy...
he doing it in the dark?
No.
In
just
in
not, like,
daylight,
an
he's
easy
still
It's
environment.
not an easy environment. They call
It's
it...
probably like super overgrown.
Yeah,
and
they
Yeah.
call it like the Jowsey or something, and it's there's really dense woods, really dense woods. And sometimes he would borrow a canoe and go across the pond to steal like propane and things.
Yeah.
So he would like steal from a camp across the pond and then paddle back, and then
Okay.
put the canoe back where he found it.
the kind of things that it's maybe harder to hoof it through the woods with.
Yeah, he never stole from full-time residences, only the ones that like were there for the summer or the weekends. And he would usually go during a new moon when it's the darkest.
That makes a lot of
That's
sense.
something I never would have thought of.
Yeah.
Well, you don't live in a crazy, bizarre.
Are you saying I'm not a hermit?
I'm saying you're not a crazy person living under a tarp in the woods, so there's certain
Yeah.
things that just don't occur to you.
Yeah, but you brought Mega Man, so
He
you
was-
wouldn't
I
last
know,
anyway.
but I feel like most people who even take a lot of precautions
Yeah.
wouldn't think of like what phase the moon is in.
Well, at first he thought he would do it while the moon was bright, so he didn't need a flashlight. But then he like got so good at it, he didn't need the light.
Wow.
He was really expert at picking locks and jimmying windows. He had a
Go.
tool set with screwdrivers and files, and he also was able to disarm some alarm systems.
Okay.
And
It's because people don't change their code from 1, 2, 3, 4 pound.
Yeah, let's see. Try
Yeah.
1111. All right, now try 1112. Keep going.
So he wouldn't steal food that had been opened for fear of poisoning. This is also why he did not leave any notes on the lists of things he needed or take the books. He was always afraid of a trap.
Yeah. That makes sense.
He tried to make sure nothing was disturbed that didn't need to be, and he would lock up after himself.
Okay.
The most amazing thing, he never set a fire. This is in Maine, where temperatures can reach -25 in the winter.
No way.
And he would never set a fire because it would give away his camp. So he would use a small camp stove to melt enough water to drink. And every day he'd wake up around 2:30 a.m. and pace around to keep warm.
Oh my God.
He said that if you go to sleep, you won't wake up in that kind of cold.
Yeah.
So his thing was that you have to be awake for it, and he would just try to keep as warm as he could.
Be awake during the coldest
Yeah.
That's for
times.
25 winters?
Yeah.
27.
It was actually 27, yeah.
I couldn't do that for a week.
He also did have a lot
Because he
of
brought
sleeping
Mega Man.
bags.
He did have a lot of sleeping bags.
It
He
does come
said,
back to that.
sometimes he said that nothing would make his feet feel warm though, and I kind of understand that. So,
Yeah.
but he never lost anything to frostbite. So, some winters he barely survived. He said he meditated when death was near due to hunger or cold. He only slept indoors once. He was so anxious about being caught that he decided never to do it again.
Yeah.
So he didn't like sleep indoors. He just slept outside.
Oh my gosh. I'm still trying. I don't know if you'll address it or not, but I'm trying to wrap my head around why someone does this.
Yeah, that's part of it. Is like, why?
Yeah, why put yourself through this?
He also kept a cache of goods buried outside the camp in case he was ever discovered. So he had an extra tent and winter clothes, and he could flee if necessary.
He had a go bag.
He had a go bag.
Yeah, go back.
He buried a go bag.
We should all bury go bags.
He never really got ill, which
Amateurs
kind of
already
makes
did.
sense because you're not around people. Like, you kind of have to be around people to get ill.
Yeah.
But his prescription did start failing him, and he admitted things were blurry, and he said his teeth hurt constantly. However, he managed never to injure himself too badly. So,
I just. This sounds like agony in every possible way. Mm-hmm. There's no comfort in this.
like,
It
it
depends on who you are, though. If being around people and dealing with day-to-day life is uncomfortable enough and downright painful enough for you in some ways, that probably seems fine.
This dude has to have some sort of social disorder.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
something like
probably, yeah.
I mean,
significant
being
here.
around people is probably bad enough for
yeah.
him that almost dying in the winter
It is yeah.
is fine.
Well,
doable.
right? Like it comes down to exactly that. Like you'd rather meditate than and potentially starve and freeze.
Then
to
make
death
contact with a
than to
human.
They
be-
make
and ask for
contact
help.
with humans, exactly.
Yeah.
His capture created a big media frenzy. People offered him land and rooms and cash. It became like this huge international story.
They're like, you stole from us for 27 years. Have all my shit.
Yeah, journalists flocked to him. About 5 songs, I think, were written about him. And
Wow.
overseas, someone made a series of paintings.
But I mean, if you were
Like you
living
do.
in this like housing place around this lake,
Mm-hmm.
and for 27 years your stuff's like randomly disappearing, like nothing major happens.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like you come back to your like vacation place and like you're like, oh well, I'm down a couple books
Oh,
and a
you got the
box
batteries
of Reese's.
again.
It's
Yeah.
like someone playing "I'm Not Touching You" for over a quarter of a decade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But,
just
well,
I'm not touching
like,
you.
If
I'm
you
not
were
touching
living
you.
in that place, though, you at some point, like it would just have to be funny. Like,
Yeah. You'd be like, well, happened again.
I would like to
Right?
think
Yeah.
so.
Guess what he took this time, June?
A lot of
which I think that's why there was this like support for when he got caught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's partly what we feel about it, which is like partly impressed because that's a long time and he did it really well. I mean, if you're being honest, like he was very proficient.
Oh yeah, the police were very impressed with his crimes. To be honest, like, they were. They
He's
just
the perfect criminal.
yeah, they thought he did a really good job stealing. So
They told him so. Hey, I just want to
Good
tell
job,
you,
buddy.
you did a really good job.
but no, they were
You're
like
in the
they were
police
they were
station.
impressed.
I also like the fact that he got caught and he was like, "It's me. This how I done it."
Yep, that's pretty much what happened. Was he's just like, I knew stealing was wrong every time I did it, but I
Yeah.
did it anyway. And he admitted everything, which kind of threw the police off because they're used to like everybody denying everything. But
Yeah.
but he's just like, no, I did it. So he remained silent, didn't accept any of these gifts. One single reporter he did write back to, which was the author of this book, Michael Finkel. Christopher said he was doing it to relieve boredom. And they had some things in common, a love of books, nature, solitude, although to a lesser degree, obviously, for the reporter.
Obviously, not quite as big a fan
Yeah.
of solitude.
And then also, Christopher said that most of the letters he got were crazy, creepy, or just plain strange. But the one that the journalist wrote him was pretty normal. And he wanted to try to start fitting into society, so he was practicing conversation.
That's interesting.
I wonder, yeah, like, I just want to know his why.
Yeah.
And then also, what is motivating you to come back to society? Is it because now people know you exist and you kind of feel like you don't have the anonymity anymore?
Well, I
Right.
think once you're in jail, you're pretty much stuck, so...
Oh, well, I guess he would have been thrown in jail for
Yeah.
all of his
Yeah,
crimes.
did
So-
I miss how long?
Yeah, no, I haven't mentioned that. Although, let me go back to say that he burglarized about 40 times a year over 27 years. So that's approximately 1,080 break-ins, which each is a felony.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's
Even
a
though
lot.
he did it in like the nicest possible way.
All right, but take a second to realize this for a second. Even if you went grocery shopping 40 times a year and you could only go 40 times a year,
Yeah.
like disregarding the fact that you're going into some random place that's got potentially nothing in it, well, could you do that? Could you survive on that?
I don't know. It's not very many
he
supply
said he
runs
was
for a year.
Close to
That's what I'm
death.
saying. Like only
Multiple
let's
times.
like
He also
what once
admitted
every
to trying to get fat every winter because he knew he would need it.
That's why, like, the candy bars.
Yeah,
and
like
peanut butter.
He would drink a lot of alcohol and eat a lot of like sugar and stuff and try to get fat every
what's he
winter.
trying to say?
I feel personally offended.
But
Wow.
I mean,
I feel
Put another
personally
couple
attacked
years
by
on
this
that.
relatable content.
and like there was food to be stolen at like the Pine Tree Camp and stuff, but still like he got close to dying a few times. You know? It wasn't easy
Still,
for
only
him.
40 times a year. Like, what
thinking
was
about,
he
though, that's-
surviving on? Like, he had to have been doing something else.
He was hibernating like a bear.
That's once a week and a
Fishing,
half.
hunting, or
He didn't.
He didn't
fish or
have
hunt,
fire.
No. He only stole.
Wow.
But he stole. I mean, he stole a lot of crap.
Yeah, it's not like he went on 40 trips and
Think
only
about a
got
camp
like one
and
thing
how
each
much
time.
stuff you can steal from a camp that buys in bulk.
yeah, but
and he
he's also
also,
trying. He's
like-
living through that winter, and he's only robbing the places that's seasonal. Like, how much
Yeah.
stuff is going to be in a place
But
where
there's
there's
a lot
nobody
of
there?
seasonal
Right.
places there, and people leave stuff behind. And what he was stealing anyway was going to be like your non-perishable items
Like
that people
canned
would
goods,
leave.
oatmeal.
Although there was
Underwear.
somebody who was going to
Underwear.
What did he do
have.
with the garbage?
He buried it. Remember, I told you.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
he got real good at burying
Remember
garbage.
his dumps,
His dump.
his dump.
Oh, I was
his
too
lovely
busy
hermit
talking
dump.
Yeah,
about
his
poop.
lovely hermit dump. Yeah.
You were still thinking about poop.
But
Yeah.
I mean, there was somebody who was going to have a party on the weekend, and they bought a whole bunch of chickens, and he stole all the chickens. She was very
Like
unhappy.
live chickens?
No, like frozen ones, but still. It
How
was-
did he cook it? Because he didn't
He had,
make fire.
he had
He had a
propane
propane stove.
That
Oh.
can't be a very healthy way to cook a chicken, just over a little propane burner.
That's all he did. Although
I mean-
he admitted
mean,
that his
I've done
cooking
it.
was like not really.
Left
cooking,
something
but-
to be desired.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Yeah.
you do what you do.
Yeah.
So where was I? Oh yeah. So jail was hard for him. He said he was always tired and always nervous, and he admitted he knew stealing was wrong and felt guilty about it every time he did it. He wished for quiet, and he stopped shaving while in jail to look like everyone thought he should. So he, as sort of like a weird practical joke, he decided to become the hermit that everybody thought he should be.
That's funny.
So why? Well, Christopher Knight never gave a good reason why.
Oh my god.
I know that's it. There's never.
that drives me nuts.
I
It
know.
never is a good explanation.
He had a good upbringing. He was never abused. He was never in the military. He said he wasn't running from anything. He hadn't had any trauma. And then the author of this book said that Knight doesn't fit into the usual categories of hermits. So there's 3 categories that normally happen. So one is pilgrims, which are religious, which he was not. Then there's protesters who are angry at what the world has become. But
Gotta live off grid.
Thoreau.
Can't
We
give
got-
in to
yeah.
the
we
man.
got
Yeah.
plenty of them right now.
Transcendentalists.
But
fit into
yeah,
the-
transcendentalist.
Transcendentalist,
But Christopher said that he had no opinion of how things were. And then the final category was pursuers, those who isolate themselves to work on their art or science or discover themselves. But he never wrote anything down. He didn't create anything.
Aside from reading, he didn't really
He didn't do anything.
do anything creative of his
No,
own.
he never did anything creative of his own. And he also swore that he never spoke to anyone, not even himself, which I find hard to believe because I talk to myself in the freaking grocery store.
Yeah. Me too. I talk to myself a lot.
Yeah.
But in 27 years, he said that the only word he said was hi, and it was because he happened upon a hiker and freaked out and thought he should say hi. So he said hi to this hiker. So,
In 27 years to say one word.
yeah.
That might be the strangest
How
thing
would you
of the
feel
whole
if
thing.
you were that hiker?
Yeah, right? In real
Like,
life.
this news
Oh,
is
shit.
breaking, and then you're
I
like,
think-
wait,
I think I talked to
I
that
met
guy.
that guy. I think he said hi.
I saw him.
He said hi. I said hi.
Because he usually would stay off paths, but I mean, sometimes he would go hiking or whatever and, you know, go see
Plot
nature.
twist, there's 2 hermits, and that was the other one.
And that was the only time that one said hi in 25 years.
That's a good plot twist.
He's sitting,
like this.
He's sitting
Can we
in
write
his
this
little
novel?
retreat right now, listening to his radio. Fucking amateur.
It's like eating a can of beans.
So, some background on who this man is, because, you know, who is this man?
Yeah.
He was born in 1965 to a family of very smart individuals. It was a family that mostly kept to themselves, which was not unusual in Maine. He was 5 siblings, all boys, 1 girl, and his what was I saying? Oh yeah, so they were very stoic. Like his family was very stoic. They weren't very touchy feely. But he explained them as loving. They split logs, kept a garden. They were just rural people. They very much valued innovation, fixing and building things. The boys of the family built a greenhouse by burying hundreds of 1-gallon milk jugs filled with water to create a heat sink so that they could grow food all winter. Like, these were very clever people who learned to live off the land.
That's industrious.
I thought so too. I
so
wanted
like
to
understanding
include
how he knew how to do this kind of thing, that explains that part of it.
So
I just want to know how he got started. Like, was he just like hiking one day and be like, "Fuck it, I'm not going
I
back"?
could just stay out here.
I hate my job. I hate
I'm
my
getting to
apartment.
that, but yes.
He walked between those two rocks and went, "Oh shit!
There's a
No
whole
one will
thing in
find
here.
me in here."
There's a whole thing.
He just walks
So-
back there and goes, "Dibs."
He had a few friends in high school, never did sports or clubs, didn't go to prom. After high school, he was learning computer repair, and he had a job installing home alarm systems, which is how he knew to disarm a lot of them. And then one day in 1986, at age 20, he just left. He said the reason was that he was not content. First, he drove to Florida, and then up to northern
It's
Maine.
never a good idea to go to Florida.
Yeah, he drove from like Boston to Florida, then to northern Maine.
Wow.
And
I
just
like how Florida was so bad. He's like, "Fuck it, I'm going to Maine.
No, going to Maine.
I'd rather
living
freeze to
behind a
death than deal
rock.
with this shit."
well, he's from Maine, to be fair.
It's just like nope, 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 and then back north.
Well, once the car was almost out of gas, he abandoned it in the woods and put the keys on the dashboard. The car was never recovered, so I assume it's just like there's a Subaru Brat there somewhere in the Maine woods just hanging out.
with keys if you want
With
it.
keys if you want it, you know. Oh gosh, where was I? I'm sorry.
Mention
You said earlier that no one filed a missing persons report.
Oh yeah, so his parents.
That's trippy.
They just assumed he was off doing his own thing. They were very private. So they didn't want to like involve the authorities.
Right.
I bet Christopher is off living behind a boulder somewhere and he's just fine.
I mean, his father died 15 years into his hermitage, and they listed him as a survivor. So his family obviously thought he was
They
alive
figured
somewhere.
he was out there.
Yeah, they figured he was out there somewhere. So he left his car in the woods, and he took off with a tent, a little food, and started camping. And then he moved southward. He didn't have a gun or
Sorry.
no. That's my angry I can't talk moment. So he didn't have a gun or a fishing rod. He thought he could forage for food, but he was obviously mistaken because this is Maine and you can't do that.
Yeah.
He stole from gardens when he finally got hungry enough. And he finally came upon his campsite, which he realized was perfect. And then he just decided to live there.
It is perfect. If you're gonna live out in the woods and isolate yourself, there's certain things that you cannot do for yourself.
Yeah.
You can't provide food for yourself year round. Definitely.
Well, and that's part of the thing he brought up in the book is this, that it's very difficult to be a hermit and not be a part of society at all, not rely on society at all for your food at least.
Yeah.
Like, and he gave some historical examples of hermits that like relied on society for food. They would like make crafts or something and have somebody sell them for food or something like that. But it's very difficult to be completely by yourself.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
can't go entirely off the grid.
you really can't.
You're reliant somehow.
At least not as one person. Like,
Yeah.
there's certain things that like a collective is. You need a collective.
But you need more than one person.
if
You're
you're like-
talking about one of them creepy like cults that live in the woods, not like
Yeah.
I'm just
If
saying.
you're like
get-
25 doves in a trench coat, you could probably do it.
Yeah, maybe.
Not as one person.
what?
I'm thinking, just get like 20 or so people together and just move into the middle of the woods and, like make small little, like mud huts and then like
Make your own religion.
convince them that you're God.
Yeah.
That's,
That'll work.
That's how you
That is a
survive.
cult.
I
Cult.
mean,
Words.
cultato, cultato.
Cultato, cultato.
Not to be confused with cul-de-sac.
Very different things.
Or cul-de-sac. It's the plural form.
I mean, he said that he
That
was
has to do with
raised
Keating.
to know right or wrong, but like it's just one of those things of he had to change his value system in order
It
to do
felt
this.
like a necessity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A bare necessity.
A bare necessity. So once he was in prison and everything, like obviously he got mentally evaluated, assessed. Thank you. He's incredibly smart. He denied having a photographic memory, but could recall passages from books he read decades earlier.
Wow.
Like, and
he's got to be some variant of autistic.
You think?
well, they diagnosed him as having some character traits of Asperger's. He would avoid eye contact. He didn't like touching or hugging. And some of schizoid personality disorder, which is an indifference to social relationships and a limited range of social expressions. And people with schizoid personality disorder also rarely feel there's anything wrong with them.
So me and this dude get along great.
Well, no, like actually, like it kind of made me think like maybe my brother has schizoid personality disorder. I mean, that's part of the reason I was kind of interested in the Hermit is I do have a brother who is 40,
Yeah.
lives with my parents, hasn't had a job in decades,
Okay.
never has a girlfriend, never had a boyfriend,
Yeah.
doesn't have friends, doesn't talk to anyone but my parents.
Interesting.
It's very weird.
Is he like happy that way?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what he does.
That's just so. I don't understand it.
I
That's
don't
what's-
either.
I
Yeah.
think that's what situations like this, like stories like this, are so interesting because it is not the norm, and
Well-
it's
Yeah.
so far outside of like
What's
what-
normal to you?
We use
our value system.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we use solitary confinement as punishment.
yeah.
Right.
And here is a man who sought it out for
Yeah.
decades.
I mean,
Solitary
the
drives
only
people crazy.
reason he didn't go crazy is he still had stimulation. Like he
Yes.
had games and he had books. It wasn't like just solitary, no stimulation all the time. He could
This is
go
true.
for hikes and
Yeah.
yeah, he was kind of free to do his own thing. This is very true.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
And so the journalist he was speaking to that wrote the book, Michael Finkel,
Every time you say Finkel, I think Finkel is Einhorn.
I keep thinking
Einhorn
that too.
is Finkel.
he
that
noted that
It's Ace
Ace
Ventura.
Ventura.
so Christopher Knight was very concerned that people thought he was crazy. Like he didn't like the hermit like label. He didn't
Yeah.
like people thinking he was crazy.
Yeah.
And he thought that there wasn't anything wrong with him.
Bro, you lived in the woods for 27 years.
Yeah. This is atypical to say the least.
So the court finally sentenced him. It was to 7 months in jail, of which he had served all but a week of. So like in awaiting his trial, he's served 7 months about, and then $2,000 in restitution to his victims. And even the prosecuting attorney thought a longer sentence for this man would be cruel. So they basically.
How is he going to pay the restitution?
That's my first thought. Where's this dude? Is he going to sell his geographic bricks?
Yeah.
What's he going to do?
So he got a job with his brother, who owns a scrap metal business, and he avoided people further, including the journalist who wrote the book. He showed up on his court dates, went to therapy as part of his sentence. To fulfill the community service portion of the sentence, he painted a building being restored. And he reconnected with a woman he knew from high school who wanted to have Bible study dates with him.
Okay. All right.
Which he wasn't so down with the Bible study, but
I was
you
going
know.
to say the man who was not
Religious. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, the last interaction the author had with him was a very depressed one, where he threatened to just go out into the woods and die. But luckily, he has not done that, and so he still lives to this day in Maine with his family.
Wow.
And then, while he didn't want to give some sort of fortune cookie hermit insight, he did try to explain his solitude. He said, "Solitude bestows an increase in something valuable, my perception. But when I applied my increased perception to myself, I lost my identity. There was no audience, no one to perform for. To put it romantically, I was completely free."
Holy balls.
So
That's so close to the transcendentalist thing.
Yeah.
yeah,
The idea of the loss of ego as a result of like
am an invisible eyeball.
transparent eyeball.
Yeah.
It's the Emerson
Transparent,
thing.
that's-
as
word.
much as he hated Thoreau, because he did hate Thoreau, but
Well, yeah.
Did he
when
really?
when
yes, he thought Thoreau was a big old faker because like Thoreau had like dinner parties and stuff.
Oh yeah,
and,
Thoreau
like,
kind of was a
Yeah.
faker, and he was just an asshole.
yeah,
But that's so interesting that he actually achieved something
yeah,
that people talked about romantically in literature for as a movement. It was like a
Yeah.
movement of thought about the self and our relationship to nature, and he actually did it.
For 27 years.
That's
Yeah.
Without getting caught.
without getting caught.
Without writing poems about it.
No, he said that he would never want anyone to read what he was thinking, so he never wrote it down.
I think I've done a flip here because I thought for a while just what a weirdo, but like I
think it is relatable in some ways and just not even. You just can't even unfathomable
It's
in other
unfathomable.
ways.
Exactly. Like all of us like think like, yeah, I could just go out in the woods and disappear for a while, but
Or
at the
like,
same
I
time,
wish
like,
I could just quit life.
Yeah.
And just disconnect
just quit life,
and not
abdicate,
deal.
I'm done, and
yeah.
go away.
Like he just pulled the
But-
plug on a normal life completely.
Yeah.
I mean, I can say
He went from 20 to 47 in the woods.
I can say from like past experience, if I have like time off from work or whatever, I'll be like, oh man, I'm not gonna do anything. I don't even want to see anyone.
Yeah.
2 days in, I'm like, I need to make contact with someone.
Like where is the rest of the world?
I
Yeah.
remember days in college when like it'd be winter, it'd be depressing out. No one was doing anything. All my friends were busy. I would just walk around the dorm and see who was around because I was just needed something. Like
Yeah.
I go crazy after a
that's
couple days.
Normal for most of us. Like we
Yeah.
need that human
I
connection.
feel like I could do it.
You think so? You
Yeah.
think you could do it? I mean, like setting aside all the like crazy survival stuff of like it being
Northern
like
Maine and all that. Or Central Maine, excuse me.
yeah,
Yeah.
just like imagining that you're completely by yourself. I mean, how long do you really think you'd make it? I don't know. I don't know if I could make it a year.
I don't think I could do it.
I don't think I could make it a year.
But here's the other question: is
Boba
if you do
thinks
it for
he
a
could do it.
while, do you develop something in you that makes it possible to keep doing it? Like, what does it do to you? Do you learn to love that? And like, does it make it so that that's actually like that's your routine now? So do you crave it? Like, does it
Yeah.
just become what you actually
Yeah,
want
like,
to do?
I
Or is
wanna,
it just like you're normal?
Does he go back? Like, does he take like a weekender and like go sit next to his rock?
Yeah, like I wonder if he ever goes and visits it.
Not that the author mentioned. I mean, they did eventually send in like a cleanup crew to like clean up his camp, so there's not really much left of it.
That's
Can
sad.
rebuild it. We have the technology.
Some sort of environmental, I don't know what, that
We have the
like dug
National
up his
Geographic.
dolphin, you know.
We have a whole bunch of National Geographic magazines and some tarps.
Yeah.
We can rebuild it.
I could probably build that stuff with the shit out of my truck.
Yeah, right. You just take garbage from around here and build that in my backyard.
Let's
We
do
put
it.
some
He
boulders up.
volunteered.
That's just so cool.
Yeah, it was a pretty interesting story. I did like his reaction to learning about text messages.
Wait, really?
What?
Yeah.
Like he was
So-
blown away by texting? Or?
Well, somebody was like trying to entice him into the regular world, like, oh, there's cell phones now,
Yeah.
and you can text and everything, and he's just like, why do I want to send a telegraph by phone? We're going backwards.
He's right.
Like,
He's not wrong.
he was very
No.
confused by some of the new
But
technology.
of all the people in the world, he should be able to understand not wanting to interact with people.
Yeah, but
Seriously,
also at the
like,
same time
I
as that,
don't want to talk to you. Here's a text message.
but at the same time as that, that's what texting has become. But first, you had to get to, you can be connected to people all over the world, and everyone in your pocket. You have it on you constantly, and you're never not connected to everything. Isn't that great?
Yeah,
Not
but
for a
then
dude who
society took the
doesn't wanna
natural
be.
progression, which was hard pass, text message.
Yeah. Yes, I'm connected to everyone constantly, but also I don't want to hear your voice
Yeah.
It's like,
or really interact with you.
just like picture the guy looking at the text and go, nah, I'm really more of a call guy. I'm the guy that calls. Like, no, you're not.
Yeah, there
the
was a
guy
lot
that
of things
calls.
he didn't really understand, like downloading music by your computers, and he's like, "You're spending like these machines that cost thousands of dollars, and you're playing the radio on them."
Wow.
He's just like, "No, I'll just stick to the radio and records, thanks."
Oh my god.
Did he have a record player?
Well, not in the camp, but he was aware of record players.
It's just like, I wonder what
I mean, he
that...
left it
No,
like
he had a nice Vitrola.
1986, so you know.
I wonder, like, how... Because, like, most of us, like, being part of society, get to engage with all the new developing things. He must have just had this sort of, like, shadows on a cave wall idea about, like, what he
Yeah.
heard on the radio.
That's what I'm
But
thinking.
think of
is,
how
like,
cool that would be. Like, you break into somebody's house and you're like, what the hell is that?
What
And
is
it's
it-
like a...
what
I
is it-
mean,
It's like a
he figured
PSP or
out Game
something.
He
Boys.
figured out a Game Boy.
what exactly
so-
is a pisp?
A piss-
And he knew to like link together car batteries to like run a TV, which I thought
Well,
was
he
kind
also
of
built a
interesting.
But
alarm system.
He also
so-
came from
Yeah.
a family that
That
the
was
kids knew
innovators,
to
yeah.
like make a greenhouse out
yeah.
of water bottles they buried.
Which
like,
was like really impressive to me. Yeah.
yeah.
I never thought about doing that
It
before. That's very
sounds
interesting.
like
Let's do it.
ingenuity.
Dave
like
already offered
just
the
so much
backyard.
ingenuity.
Yeah.
Okay, so just while we're talking about it, there's this dude that I really like on YouTube. His channel is
Oh, yeah.
Primitive Technology, and he actually does sort of like working his way through evolutionary history, like building like like a shack in the woods, and then like panning for like stuff he can smelt
Ore,
down and
metals.
make into like like metal ore and stuff.
Primitive tools.
And every time I watch him, I want to go out in my backyard and just start ripping stuff down because it's like, it just looks like fun.
Also,
Yeah.
they're just quiet videos of like. Does he put music in them?
Mercifully, he neither talks nor plays music.
That's
It's
the
just
best.
quiet
I
videos
hate
of him
music.
doing the things. It's not let me explain to you how I did this. It's watch me do this.
All like just sort of doing the thing.
Yep. You
But
see him
yeah.
cut his feet up and then make sandals
Yeah,
to
right.
avoid cutting his feet up.
But it's like
It's really interesting channel.
those primitive technologies, are the kind of thing that actually enable you to, survive in places that aren't 25 below zero.
Yeah.
It's like that's the and I imagine our hermit guy had to develop a whole bunch of like skills that are like analogous to those.
Yeah. He said he was not religious. However, he said anything below -20, it's like men in a foxhole. Everybody's religious. You just pray for warmth.
Yeah.
You just pray.
Yeah.
So that's what he said about that.
God, that sounds like so terrible.
Oh yeah, like he suffered
And
in
to
order to
him-
stay
Yeah.
hidden, because that was the most important thing, is to be hidden, not be discovered, and be alone.
Like rather than be discovered, he
Yeah.
would die.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and he was very committed to this fact.
I still just like that he'd rather be in Maine than Florida.
Right? Yeah, he like went to Florida, saw what the climate was, and went, I think I'll take my chances in Maine.
It was probably the people.
Well, that Florida man was on the loose. It was
I
not
mean,
safe there.
Between the climate and the bugs, like, this would not be my first choice, but
Yeah.
I guess it's whatever you're used to.
That's like the all or nothing approach is so crazy. Like, why not just settle down in Georgia for a minute?
Right.
See how you like it.
Maybe Seattle.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
maybe go over to go the
Rainy
yeah.
but temperate, you know?
Yeah.
Northern California seems okay. There's wine.
There's wine.
If you're one of those people though that like owns a house up there, at what point do you just like put out extra sleeping bags and shit every year?
Yeah, right. Like just like
Like, because
Well, he wouldn't take the obvious
You knew,
stuff,
yeah, but he knew like that. They got enough sense of him to know what his preferences were.
Yeah, they did.
So like, why would you not put out like shoes and like things that wouldn't be like couldn't be a
Well,
trap?
some resented him, obviously, because they,
Yeah, but I mean the people that were putting out like notes.
Oh, the people who put,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm sure that they did. They probably left stuff on purpose. Who knows? Like, extra batteries or extra steaks in the freezer. Who knows? You know.
Lots of peanut butter.
That for me is the unforgivable one. Don't take my steak. My steak is
Yeah, but if you're leaving your steak in the freezer for 6 months,
Yeah. You don't care that
No.
much
Okay, good
about
point.
that steak.
Good point.
Although they said that people would start labeling things as lamb that weren't lamb because they figured out he wouldn't like steal lamb, so they would like label their steaks lamb.
Like he's not into lamb, so
Yeah.
just label it all
They
lamb.
label it all
That's
lamb.
really funny.
Yeah.
How a town like copes with
Yeah.
something they can't control.
Yeah.
That's so
Just label it all lamb.
Label it all lamb.
the strategy.
He didn't take these batteries. I said they were lamb.
Well, that was awesome.
Thank
That
you.
I think if I knew that, I would just tie a lamb up.
Incredibly.
I was
outside.
worried, but thank you.
Incredibly interesting.
Okay, good.
No reason to be nervous.
It's fascinating to me in so many ways, but like the duration has got to be like the
Yeah.
showstopper.
The 27 years is the showstopper.
This kind of thing is endlessly fascinating to me, and it's the length of time, the
Motivation.
motivation,
Yeah.
Yeah.
how
Exactly.
good a job he did,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the why. The why is always
The why?
fascinating.
Well,
to me,
yeah,
of like,
exactly. Because all of us would go crazy in solitary, but obviously this man, that's what he sought.
Yeah.
He didn't want to interact with fellow humans. And like even when he met with the journalist and everything, he was just like, "You don't like hugging people, do you?" Like he didn't want anyone to touch him.
Wow.
So
I hope he's doing okay now.
I hope so. Like the journalist kind of lost track of him because he wouldn't let him keep track of him.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
right. He's pretty good at shaking people.
He's pretty good at
apparently.
shaking people.
He's pretty
So,
good at not talking to anybody.
Yeah. But hopefully he's doing okay, doing whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to think that like that dude. I like to think that he found a way to like reintegrate into the world and still keep his privacy.
Yeah.
They found a way to fit into society
Yeah.
on his terms.
Yeah.
I mean, and most of us aren't happy with everything about society, but we
Yeah.
learn to cope, so maybe he learned to cope.
Yeah, maybe he found a way after all that time away. He figured out what things he needed to feel good and okay, and just sought those in the context of like a normal life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave out an extra pair of shoes and an unopened Kit Kat.
He would love
A
that.
jar of peanut butter.
Jar of
It's
peanut
like-
butter and some Smarties. He would love that.
It's like Santa Claus, but not.
Yeah. The North Pond Hermit is like Santa.
Yeah. It's like he never gives me anything
never
back,
gives
but I'm going to
anything.
leave him some
But
cookies.
the cookies he would take.
Yeah, many,
Prepackaged.
many times a
Prepackaged
year
cookies, not homemade.
he comes through your chimney and takes one of your
You
things.
might poison him.
That's a great point.
Reverse Santa.
Well, thank you so much for that. That is just an amazing story. I'm gonna probably end up doing some after episode research on this guy
Yeah.
because I want to see his face. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
You know, there's like things I just want like
You just want to know what he looks like. Exactly.
if there's
What's
any
his name?
photos of where he
Christopher
lived, I want to
Walken?
see them.
There are.
Christopher Knight?
Yeah, Christopher Knight is spelled like you think with
Same
a K.
thing.
And
Same deal.
he yeah, there are pictures of where he lived. Although when he led the police officers there, he was embarrassed because not because he stole everything, but because it wasn't clean enough. So it was like us when you invite people over and you're just like, "Oh, I'm sorry, the house is a mess," you know.
It's like, oh, you know, I was a little busy the other day.
Yeah.
I didn't get to tidy up around
Exactly.
here.
He was embarrassed about how it wasn't tidy enough.
That's
No.
adorable.
27 years alone, and he was not expecting company.
No, he was not.
He didn't envision that.
No.
I get it.
Note, not Christopher Knight the actor. If you search for Christopher Knight, that's what you'll find.
Wrong guy.
Yeah, no. This is the hermit.
Yeah, it's like Christopher Knight parentheses Hermit.
Hermit, exactly. So, I mean, I hope he's still working for his brother or whoever and he's okay out there. I don't know. So,
He sure does look pretty normal.
yeah.
Let me see.
He's
I mean,
a,
normal-ish.
he's a normal looking guy. He's
Yeah.
a normal guy.
Wow. I'm gonna definitely end up doing even further research on this
I
because
mean,
I'm just blown away.
I read the book because I was fascinated by the idea.
Yeah.
So I read the book and that's why I came up with the like Christy was like, "You want to do the research?" And I was like, Well, what about this book I'm reading? So
Perfect. We should do our next podcast from the woods. What do you think? Let's just build a shack and then just podcast
build a
from
shack
there
in
now.
the woods with
Yeah.
all this technology and stuff.
Yeah,
And just bring some double A's. It's fine.
it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Well, a lot of extension cords.
So I guess this kind of does it for this episode of Goose Chase.
Goose Chase.
I really,
Goose Chase.
yeah, gotta get it on. I really appreciate you guys being here for this.
Thanks. I'm glad
Play
I
us out.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you for being here. Thank you for providing the mouth trumpeting. Thank you. Thanks for being our friends.
Thank you for being a friend.
Thank you for allowing me and her to drive off more of your listeners.
That's what
Not so.
we're racing to the bottom. So we appreciate your help.
You should have told me that. I would have taken a filter off more.
So we will be back next week with another episode of Goose Chase. We might actually have to do our own goddamn work for once.
Oh man,
Vacation's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, we avoided it for 3 weeks.
Yeah, we did all right.
That's pretty good.
So thank you for listening. As always, we will see you next week with another episode of Goose Chase.
Goose Chase.
See you next week.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
You've been listening to Goose Chase. We are Goose Chase Podcast on Facebook and Twitter. On Twitter, our handle is @GooseChasePod, and our website is www.goosechasepodcast.com.
If you have any topics you'd like us to research, please email us at goosechasepodcast@gmail.com. If you like what we do on the show, please rate and review us on iTunes and Google Play.
Want to go on a goose chase?
Ooh, yes.